It's all because of the hard work of one Riders Up Tim, as always. Hello, everybody. It's your man Spin Nation, joined by the one and only Riders Up Tim, and a special guest tonight, right off the bat, our man, the Formula. Tom, how are you, buddy? How are you
I'm
guys?
doing well, Sean. I'm doing very well. Yeah, like I was telling you guys in chat, I got a $10 from TVG and turned it into like 70 right away.
Nice.
A couple nice bets at Indy today, well placed bets. Had a couple good calls at Saratoga as well, but didn't place a whole lot there. Been pretty light, but having a nice day, sitting outside. Yeah,
Looks like a nice day.
it is nice. It's a little warm, but I got some coverage here. So
Excellent.
not too bad, not too bad. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing great. We're sitting here potentially on the Saratoga opening weekend, on the verge of some record-setting events here at Woodbine. So how
Yes,
can you not like being in the cocktail lounge on a night like this?
I agree. The best place to be. And we already got Bobby, Rick. We got some people already joining us here. Yeah, for Emma Jane Wilson in the next race, riding for her second dad, Roger Atfield and Charles Fipke, who she's had much success with in her career, trying to get. She's $5,600 behind Julie Crone for the all-time leading earning female jockey, and this should be an interesting race to see. She was in race one. For those who didn't see it, a heartbreaker, but feet right at the line on the 11-year-old Lopachka, who almost got up, and she has two more mounts here in the fourth and the fifth, so she has two more chances to do it. But how fitting would it be with for Adfield and Fipke if she did? But do we think she's going to win it? We're going to look at and see exactly, and let us know who you guys like. We're going to be doing the races 4 through 8 tonight. Love to have you guys here on the opening day at Saratoga. Del Mar right around the corner. History about to be made. Can't beat it.
Gotta love it.
I love it. So we'll look here at the fourth race, and I'll bring this up here for us. Here, you got to bring this up. These are the pays that Woodbine's so behind there on the sometimes in their pays. There you go. So we'll bring that up in a little bit. Once that exactly, but it is fourth race is 6.5 furlongs. It was originally on the turf, but the outer turf races have been taken off. The inner turf races are still on, but the outer turf races are off. So for those people that were looking, and this is maiden special weight, 111K purse Canadian. That is key there, and this is for maiden fillies, 3-year-olds. And let me see if we've had any changes here.
Looks like
thank you to everybody.
4, 5, and 8.
Oh, okay. Was it
Scratches of the 4, 5, and 8?
Yeah, scratches of 4, 5, and 8, which definitely helps Emma's cause there to get that thing, because I do think Rule the Waves would have been an interesting long shot in that race had he run. But with him being out and Twisted Romance being out of the race for Marty Drexler is a definite big scratch. So that definitely opens the door. Definitely makes my picks a little bit different than I did.
Two Mark Cassie horses in this race too.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Always interesting.
Not exactly easy.
No, especially with Patrick on one and Saheen, two of the hottest riders possible, both on them. So so this is going to be an interesting race. Formula, what did your guys see here as the picks here in race number 4?
Yeah, these are always tricky. So whenever you bring maiden special weight in, less data, and I'm data driven. At least scratching one or two of the firsters. Firsters are always tricky. It looks like the firsters that remain here, there is one that is curious to me, and that's the 2. Perfect Lady B. that one does look like it has a possible shot here. That's the Emma Jane horse, like you said. That got
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit of love from some of my formulas, but again, right, it's a firster, so it's going to be tough. But really, most of my formulas here, most of my data is really locked in on the 9 and the 3, the 2 Mark
yeah,
Casse horses, as expected. This field got trimmed down to 6 horses. He's the big trainer here. Those are the horses that have a little bit of experience, I guess you can say, right?
yeah,
Horses that
yeah.
have had 4 and 5 races. Yeah. Oh, and the one horse too. If we're going to talk about firsters, I did have a bit of a rating on the one horse there, purely based
Sure.
off of workouts, trainer jockey combo being pretty strong, and Warfront being the sire on that horse. Definitely
Yeah,
going to get a consideration there for the one.
yeah, yeah. Tim, what'd you think of this interesting race?
Uh, Pretty much in line with what the formula was saying here. The Mark Casse horse on the outside, the 9 Midsummer Mo. I think this horse is really going to be tough in here in that last race on the turf. And, they expected obviously this one to be on the turf as well. So they were bringing this horse back on the turf. But now that they're off, I'm not sure that it doesn't make things just even a little bit better for the 9. Plus
Sure.
the cut back in distance here. Even in that last race at 1 1/16, the horse was closing up pretty well. But if you look 2 back at 6 furlongs, and in this one we're going 6.5, at that 6 furlong race, the horse closed up to finish 3rd, beaten only by a length and a quarter. So closing late in the lane, did really well there. I think the horse is just going to be really tough here. I do like Perfect Lady B in here as well with Emma Jane. B Jersey hits at about 18% win rate with first-time starters. The dam in here, Perfect Lady, I went back and looked at her. And the interesting thing about Perfect Lady is she's had 2 first-time starters, and both of them finished 2nd. And one of them is a full brother to this horse. So,
Yes.
and he finished 2nd straight out last year. So we're 2 for 2 going in the 2 hole. And so lots of 2s here. So I think that this horse is a solid play underneath. And I landed on the 1, just like Formula was talking about 1 Front War. I landed on the 1 in 3rd. I like the 1 a little bit more than the 3 in here, the first time starter for Kevin Attard.
Yeah. 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 And yeah, this race is interesting too. To me, Al and Bill Oweling, they're from Minnesota. They're one of the biggest owners up there. They're on Twitter all the time too. Very big racing ambassadors. Them and Kevin have a lot of horses together and have had great success with a lot of stakes winners up there. The only thing is, I don't like first timers on the rail. That's just such a tough angle. And if it's like a 4 or 5 horse field, I don't mind it because the jockey has enough time to kind of allow himself to, correct and everything. And this field is a little bit bigger. It's not that much bigger, but still he's on the rail, and that's an interesting thing. So that was a little bit of a question mark, but this horse is definitely talented to do so. So I would definitely throw him into the exotics. I'm just never a win bet. Right. I'm never liking a rail horse, first time out on that. Perfect Lady B, exactly. Look at Roger on the turf, off the turf, on the turf, like his workouts. He does this with everybody. So if he knows if it's coming off, we'll still be ready. But if we're on the turf, we're still ready. He is just the mastermind still at 80-something years old, the way he's able to train these horses, and it's amazing. So I wouldn't throw her out. I think that 9 is the horse to beat here, Patrick's, But again, which is interesting, it's tough to close from way behind right now. So that he's going to be I think, a little bit closer than here. But and I think Emma really wants to win for Roger. So I think the horse will be there. You know what I'm saying? So if I was going to key anybody, I would key Emma in this spot, because if there's anybody she wants to win this record for, it's him. Because he's going to be trying. And I really think too, by the way, I think knowing Roger, knowing how much this record means to Emma, I think if he wasn't quote trying, like, or whatever, he would have scratched her. You know what I mean? And just said, I'm not going to do that to her. So
If you didn't
so I
think the
think
horse was good in this spot.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think the horse looks very live in the spot, especially with Roger knowing the importance for Emma. If he didn't think the horse had a chance on the synthetic, he would have scratched. So I was hesitantly 2-9-1, just like you guys were, but hoping for her. But obviously the nine's the
Yeah.
horse to beat. I just worry about Patrick. Sometimes he gets horses so far behind, and they have a lot to do in the stretch.
Right.
So yeah,
Look at the odds right now.
yeah, I'm going to put it up right
4 to
here.
5 on the 9 right now. So
Yeah.
under 1. The two firsters in between, the 6 and the 7, hitting in the 30s, getting good value on that one horse. And actually,
Yeah.
the 2
9-1.
horse is getting bet down further than the 3 horse Worship, who I expected to get, I think, more play. I was a little bit surprised, especially considering the 2 is a firster. But like
I
you
think
said,
this is Emma dollars. This is Emma
Emma
dollars.
Could very well be. But I kind of like the play that you had there. Like, I know none of us have gone out and said we're going to take this race and put it in play, but what you said is kind of along the lines of what I said before I took a look at the line on the 3, because I was thinking it would be chalky between the 9 and the 3, and
Yeah.
we'd pick one or the other and then go with the 1 and the 2 and box those all together. But now even the 3 looks alive here, at least decent with the 3 to 1. Doesn't look awful. It's not like 8 to 5 right now or anything on the 3.
Right. Hey, Scott, how are you, buddy?
Definitely
Thanks for
classy
coming.
on the 3. I mean, they thought enough of this horse to purchase him for $450,000. So
Yeah, and that's
Absolutely.
Gary Barber in Eclipse. So yeah, clearly they thought this horse was going to be, and clearly if you watch the last race, Worship wanted nothing to do with the turf whatsoever. He just wanted off like immediately, at least wood that day.
Yeah. Not to throw you guys a curveball or anything, but they're loading up here in race 10 at Saratoga. You got any favorites in this race right now, or is that too much of a curveball for you?
No, let me see here. I don't know. Exactly. Let me see. Yeah.
They're not loaded in just yet, so we could place our first bet here.
Yes, absolutely. Sad to see them off the turf their first day, but
Yeah.
looks like it's kind of gotten nice here,
it just looked like a whole lot of speed in here to me. And
so much so.
The 10 is a horse that I was really interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's still betting Gargan on the door knock thing last year. There's
Yeah.
He comes up in these races.
I'm surprised at the love on the 5. I like 6, 3, and 10 here. So if I were to do anything, I would box those 3 together. Maybe key on something like the 6, because I really do like the 6 as a play here. At least to finish top 2. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's a lot of speed here.
Yeah. The 5 totally bobbled at the break and still won. And I think people are kind of at least impressed by it. Let's see how he does versus this group.
Yeah. Yeah, still loading up. Nothing official from the profits here, but we will brag it up if I was correct here.
Right. And who did you like here? Formula?
What did I say? I said the 6 with the 10 and the 3.
Yeah.
Boxing those together in some sort of exacta box, $6 total bet would be something that I would consider. I'm just going to throw it out there like that.
Yeah.
See what happens. I've been pretty good today. I've been all right.
Excellent.
I've sucked at Saratoga.
See if we can get this turned around here.
I've been getting like betting exactas and getting one horse in the exacta and one horse like last.
A different type of exacta.
That should be a bet, first and last. That would be a good.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be a great bet.
I think that takes as much talent as first and second.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
We could call that the Tim.
They are loading up. That's right. Check into the lounge. Get yourself a little bit of Saratoga action here on day
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
2-year-old
Oh,
fillies.
2-year-olds we got jockeys off behind the gate. What would the 2-year-old race
Yeah,
be without jockeys off the gate?
I know. Atrocity.
With that, could you say this is a
Oh,
complexion chink?
pulling out the 5.
Yeah, huh?
Is that going to be a scratch or a reload?
I don't know.
Wait and see. I think that is your favorite right now. So it would
It is,
change
yeah.
the board quite a bit if
That
you
would change
scratched it.
quite the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would make the 2 odds on the 10, excuse me,
The
odds
10.
on by a long shot.
Oh yeah. Go down to like 6-5 or something like that, depending on how.
I
Yeah,
would say less than even money.
less than even money, you think?
Yeah,
Ooh,
if
they're
the
still
5
loaded in there.
Here he goes. He's going back in.
Oh, they're gonna try it again. She can do it.
Get
She's
in
a
there.
big girl. Come on. Let's see a full race here.
Here we go. She's in.
Yeah, and they're off. Whoa, the 8
they
just
are.
threw the jock. I hope everyone's okay
Yeah,
there. That was Javier Castellano. Looks like
yeah,
the
for
1 got
Jenna.
out in
Oh,
front. Yeah, 1 got in front. Aoraki, the 1 out in front with the 11 and 10. Yeah. Looks like my 6 is playing way back here, so he's hoping for a speed duel. That's me saying that.
yeah, yeah.
Looks like the 4
Another
is
horse just,
dropping out. So this
yeah,
race
yeah,
is horses are dropping out left and right.
Well, let me get this 10-1 because that's what I bet.
My 2 horses that I added with the 10 are in the back right now, but they still have their jockey. They're still actually running, so that's positive. The 3 looks very alive. I just don't know if he has enough room to make a move. The 6, it looks like, took an inside turn there. But right in front there's the 1, the 11, and 10 still fighting him for it. The 11, the Queen's MG, is really pulling out at
Wow,
44 to 1.
44
Is
44 to 1.
Rapoli really going to win at 44-1?
He really is. He really is. Looks like my 3 is finally going to make a bid and come in second place. So I got that part right.
Got the
But it's going to
sappy
be
juice.
11,
Queen's
3,
MG,
9. 6 almost got him
44-1.
for
Got the
third.
good sappy juice.
Wow.
Wow, Safi shipped and won.
Yeah.
Dylan Davis,
Gee,
the jinx. 1,000 words. 1,000
God.
words the sire on that one. That's a big 1,000 words win. I had that horse. Let me just double check here. 11th. Okay, there we go.
11th. There you
That
go.
was 11th on my list.
The Queen's MG coming off an impressive 7th by 18 lengths, but was the 2-1 favorite. Interesting. So something must have gone awry there. Bumped
Wait,
the break.
who was 2-1 favorite? Oh, in the first race.
The Queen's G up. Interesting, came in 7th out of 7 last time, but was bumped 3 different times.
Well, that'll do it.
Wow.
All right.
Bombs
We got
are-
horses on the track at Woodbine.
Yep, we got horses
Oh,
on the
look at
track.
that seamless transition. Do we have our bet in for this one?
Yep. Tim, you usually get the first bet. Do you want that one, or do you want the formula to take it?
Well, I don't know that the formula is going to make it all night because he's dependent on battery. So we'll let him go.
Yeah, we'll let him go. Is that? Yep.
All right, so
Hey,
Ooh.
Firsty.
first he's checking in. My old buddy. Let's see here. Yeah, so I think the 9 is probably the safest play here. Is it the most monumental play? Is it the one that's going to make us the most? Probably not. Nice thing about Woodbine is you get those cheap trifectas. So I'm pondering that right now, saying if we think the 6 and the 7 are out of it, but what is that trifecta really going to pay? Okay,
Right.
let's do this. Let's do this. We want the 2 to win, right? We want the pomp and the circumstance and the glory. We like the odds that we get on the 7-1 currently right now, but we all think that the 9 is probably the best horse here. So I'm just going to do a simple exacta box with those 3 horses, 1, 2,
Love
and
it.
9. No particular order needs to happen there. If 9 ends up out of it, so much better for us. So
Yep.
For
without
$2.
further ado,
Yeah.
what's that?
Bobby D's
$1
got the 9-3 with the 1-2-6. Rick Johnson's got 9 with the 1-2-3. I'm just gonna remove this just for 1 second.
Here, so
There we go. I'll just remove it just for a second.
box
Just make sure,
1, 2, 9, $4. Oh, you got it for me already. I don't have to do anything. Perfect.
Look at that.
Saving your battery.
Yeah, exactly.
The man is prepared.
$6 total, not going to cost us a whole lot.
No, great way to start. Yep.
That's how we like to start. Nice and light.
Got to
Yeah.
feel out the field. Yeah, exactly.
See how the track's playing. Watch Emma Jane set history.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be fun.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? She and I can tell you, she's a great friend of mine. She is a better person than a jockey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is rooting for her. You know what I'm saying? Which is really, she's the jokester of the room up there. You don't dare cross her. You know, she's the jokester of the room. But she has a lot of fun. You know, and people love her. She's been a great. And there's some. I mean, obviously, like Sophia Vives and Amanda Vandermerst, and like 2 very good, young, talented riders. She's really taken them under her wing. You know, she's a great mentor too. You know,
Yeah,
which is great. So,
yeah, you like to see that, especially at Woodbine, right? Cultivating female jockeys. It is a profession that's been dominated by males for quite a while. So it's nice to see the mix, right?
yeah, and she's been right there with them throughout. You know.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I think Woodbine has the best female jockey colony in North America.
Yep.
Maybe in the
No.
world.
And they pride themselves on that. You know, they really do. You know, the Australians love to ride. There's a lot of good young ladies down in Australia that maybe the Americans don't know. But I'm saying, but definitely North America by bar none. You know.
Yeah.
Uncle Sully's in the house.
Uncle Sully.
All right, here we go.
Holy.
Let's get some
they're
history here.
loading
For
up.
I'm glad you tried that again, Uncle Sully, because I didn't know what ES was.
Emma Jane Wilson riding Perfect Lady B, who is $5,439 away in U.S. earnings from that record that is held by Julie Crone.
I can tell you right now, win or lose, she's going to be trying
Number
here.
3.
Oh, yeah.
Not going to be a lack of effort. You know?
No doubt.
Next to join is Just Magnificent.
And she only needs a second, right, Sean? Based on the
Right.
first.
Yes. Yep. She only needs first or second. Yep.
But for
Humble Heart and
our
Sky
wager,
Chanel.
let's get a 1-2 in here.
Let's get a 1,
that'd
2.
be
Outside gate, Patrick
Yeah.
Husbands with
1-2.
Midsummer Mo, who's the stablemate
that.
to Worship.
Let's do that.
This race switched to the main track and the field about to be sent away. They're ready and they're off. And a little bit slow was Just Magnificent. And away well with the Mark Cassie pair. Worship and Midsummer Mo coming through towards the lead on the inside is One Front War tracked along
I like
by
how
Perfect
close the
Lady
9
B, who's
is.
right there in the center for Emma
I
Jane.
think the 1 handled the
They got
rail
away
quite
now,
nicely.
the top trio by 2.5
Yeah,
to
very
Midsummer Mo.
nice.
Just
Very
Magnificent,
nice.
a long last.
Drop
Just
the
Humble
5 to
Heart
1
is
from
about
7 on the last click.
15 off the leader already.
Am I going to
Going
regret
away
not
out in
putting the
front,
3 in the
One
box
Front
here? It
War,
might be
Worship
might be
second.
so.
Perfect Lady B losing a bit of
Nah,
ground,
Emma
coming
Jane's
forward.
gonna beat
Midsummer
that
Mo
3.
and 2.5 to
Emma Jane's
Just
got something.
Magnificent. And now
Yeah, they're
10
gonna pass
lengths away.
this 3.
Last of all is still Humble Heart.
Emma's selling
One
right now
Front
with her.
War. Out in front by a length
Got
and a
good
half, galloping
position.
along. Worship with the mouth wide open.
Need
Perfect
that
Lady
3
B
to
picks up
fade.
the bit again. 2 lengths away, third from Midsummer Mo. And Just
Emma
Magnificent starting
Jane.
to stoke the fire.
Hang
A long
on,
last
1.
Humble Heart. On the inside,
Yeah.
One
Come on,
Front
Ron.
War.
Keep going.
On the
Come on,
outer,
Emma.
Worship within a neck. 2.5 to Perfect Lady B, Midsummer Mo,
Flip
and
this thing
Just
around.
Come on,
Magnificent
Emma.
trying to
Up
get
there.
on the
Real
back
girl.
corner.
Come on.
One
Up
Front
there.
and War in front.
Come on,
Perfect
girl.
Lady B
Good.
is responding
History.
for Emma Jane is coming
Go
through
for
the
history.
center. And on the outside, Worship and
Come on,
Midsummer
girl.
Mo. One Front
Go for
War in
history.
front.
Hang on.
Perfect Lady
Go
B
for
stretching
history.
the neck out is whittling down the margin.
1-2.
Perfect Lady B trying to get home here on the
1-2.
outside.
1-2.
And is going to
Maybe
get up
2-1.
and
He's
Perfect
going for
Lady
it.
B, Emma
Got
Jane has got that record. What a win for Charles Fipke Roger
Oh.
Atfield, and how appropriate, Emma Jane. The greatest earnings for a female jockey.
Feels good watching
on
that.
their
Feels good
runner,
knowing that we
Perfect
were on
Lady
the right
B.
bet there.
Oh yeah.
On the
Hey,
inside,
yeah,
one
hey,
for
guys.
four.
Anyways.
And
Guys,
behind them,
because of the 9
battling
being such a
away
big favorite,
was
listen to this.
Midsummer Mo.
Yeah, tell me.
The-
Just Magnificent
the
ran on, and the time
$2
of the race,
exacta
1:17.89.
2-1
Oh yeah.
is paying 42.40.
Wow.
Not too shabby.
Not too
Wow.
shabby at all.
For a 3-1 on top of a 5-1, that is a really nice payout.
Yeah, because the 9 was paying so much. I mean, it was like 11.30 with the 2, 11.30 with the 3, 17.80 with the 1. So they were taking so much money with the 9 involved that getting the 9 out of there, we're going to get back 21.20.
That's why I
Wow.
did not want to key the 9, because I figured there was
Yeah.
a good chance we could get these other 2, and
Right.
Yep.
it would be a sweet
Yeah.
payout. Take
And
the
I
9
didn't
just in
like.
case, but
Yep. Yeah, and I didn't like the fact that Patrick's horse would have to kind of come. That was exactly the trip that I thought. I knew Emma would be really trying down that stretch.
yeah. Good start, guys. Good start.
Yes.
She was not going to let Roger down.
And here's the crazy thing. With the odds, you would have thought we wanted the 1 on top, but that exacta paid less than the 2-1.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Isn't that
guess a lot of
amazing?
people had it that way.
Yeah.
There was a lot of late money on the 1 too, because it was at 8
There
to
was a
1
lot
for
of
a
late
while,
money.
and it went
Yeah.
all the way down to 5.
Yes.
So
Kevin
that's
Attard gets bet
crazy to
down
me.
big up there.
I think you got it right there, Sean. You're probably right in that being a major factor.
Yeah, and let me tell you right now, that 1 next time is going to be 4 to 5 when it runs, because that was a great race from the rail.
Yep.
That horse would be a good one.
Yeah, gate to wire almost.
36 to 1. I think
Love
what
it.
we're seeing with the 3 is that they don't really know where to put this horse. Or what level or what distance or what. It seems a little bit more comfortable on the poly, clearly, but
Yeah.
for a $450,000 horse, that's a head scratcher.
All right.
But great job, everybody. Great way to start.
Yes.
Check the payouts here when
Put
they
the
come
brain
up.
trust together. We got it.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna see her really excited here. Let me put on the sound here, just for a second, so we can listen. Watch how excited she's gonna be here. I'll put the sound here on to kind of enjoy this moment.
Folks, you're seeing history in the making. Look at that smile.
And Roger's very much. She has 7-year-old twins, and Roger's very much like a grandfather to those girls and to Emma and Laura and the whole family. Yeah, she's couldn't happen in better colors.
There it is.
And as a success story, Perfect Lady B gives that.
There's Roger in the hat.
Historic.
Whoa!
To
Easy.
Emma Jane
A little too
Wilson as
excited.
the highest earner in history, USA.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. In the back here. I don't know why it does that, but hold on. There we go. Bring that back.
Takes honors by B Jersey from Perfect Lady. Charles Pipke bred the
Wish I
winner,
would've
races
played
the
that
winner,
myself.
Roger Atfield winning trainer, and Emma Jane Wilson with that incredible milestone record.
This family is notorious, them and the Spate Spears, for being a little bit precocious. So she's probably like, "What? Why am I going in that circle? What are you doing?" Look at Roger.
Looks a little emotional.
Yeah, I know, huh? It's always exciting to be a part of history.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look, she doesn't even want to go in the circle.
There's a photo that's not just a win photo. It's more than a win photo. It's a historic photo now, as this will be the horse that will be remembered for making Emma Jane a history maker here today, and will go into that historic record book as the winningest in earnings of any female rider. $8.60.
Look at that, 42.40, guys.
As that is a
All right.
For the $2,
to place
21. That's awesome.
So we'll get back 21.
21.20 then.
Beautiful.
We had a $6 wager, so that puts us
Super
at
358.80. The double $30.10.
Yeah, Sean's got it in there.
48.75.
Beautiful.
We're up 15 so far.
I'll silence it for a second here because I know they're going to interview her, which would be exciting.
Okay, off to a nice little start. Small wager. We're up. We're good to go.
Absolutely.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
That
Love
one out
this.
for Ombre.
Yeah, absolutely.
shout out to Ombre for everybody in the chat. He said today in our little group that this will be the last week that we won't see him back in the lounge. So hopefully next week.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yes.
That's a warning to everyone in the chat.
Yeah, run now. No.
Savor this moment while you can.
Yeah. Enjoy the peacefulness. No, they kidding. But no, we're very excited to have him back for sure. And and that was
All right. Anybody else in the chat hit that one? I didn't see a lot of posts on bets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
saw
he had the 9-all there.
Yeah. There was a lot of people like this that were betting up the 9.
Exactly.
And we were even thinking about doing that as well, but
yeah, I just love the 2 versus. Yeah, I was worried about that Patrick horse because he just has it always so far back, you know.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if next time you see Saheen, if you see Saheen on that horse, maybe, you know. TM in the house. How are you?
TM.
So the 5th race coming up here is a 1:60. This is on the inner turf, so this stays. The great thing about a lot of people know about this, which is great, the new inner turf at Woodbine, which was put in about 2-3 years ago, drains. So like all the water runs right off it. So it literally does not stay like wet for that long. Because it's got underneath drains that drains everything, you know.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. So this should be a pretty good turf because the water, a lot of the water drains out, and they've had all day to kind of. Oh, here we go. Just 1 second here.
This one to my left, and that being Emma Wilson, and she does so here with Perfect Lady B. A somewhat appropriate story because this one's mom has produced a horse that you want to stake race on. The mom is a half to Lady Spitespear, who you know very, very well, and it's for the Hall of Famer Roger Atfield as well. Now, earlier on tonight, we thought you were going to get with Lapochka. You fell ever so short. What does it mean to get the victory here and with Roger aboard on your back the entire way in race number 4 to kick off the pick 4?
You know, it's to put it down to one horse, one set of connections, one trainer is so tough. Like the earnings record is not just, I could have beat it running 5th, you know, like it's not about necessarily the wins. It's about the seconds, the thirds, the fourths, the fifths. It all matters. It all makes a difference. And to capitalize, to emphasize and break this record with a win with these connections, I mean, you couldn't have written a storybook any better. I'm trying really hard not to show too much emotion. I mean, I'm so used to putting my emotions in the back seat to ride races and be completely focused one race to the next, but this one means so much to me.
Well, you can let it go here for a couple of minutes, and you got to refocus coming up for race number 5. Just take us through the race because you were in a good position. She kind of backed up a little bit, then she came back on, and she showed a lot of determination. So how did it feel from your perspective?
Well, I've been on this filly quite a bit in the mornings. And, you know, she showed some pretty legitimate talent when we moved her on the grass. And you can see that in her works. Her work times were significantly improved. So, I mean, when we come off the turf today, it was a bit, you know, of a, you know, a bigger challenge for her. But honestly, as soon as we traveled and we got into the position, you know, she's green, she's new, she's still learning, but she did everything right. I mean, sat in behind, I knuckled on her just to sort of stay in contention and stay within range. And she had to split horses, not that it was tight, but she, you know, had to overcome. And when I really dug in for the, you know, the 8th pole, she responded beautifully. But I mean, that's when you get with, you know, the family that she comes from. They take to racing so naturally. They seem to know what you're asking when, you know, when they've never seen it before. And she did that today.
Well, we have a video message for you that we want to share. We made a couple of phone calls, and we thought we'd call this one person to find out exactly what it means to break this record. So here we go. Just watch the TV screen right here, and here's a message from a very special person.
Emma Jane Wilson, congratulations for breaking my record of money won women jockeys in the whole world. I'm so proud of you. And now I can be the one that has races won, and you can be the one that has money won, and we can hang out. And it's more fun hanging out with your girlfriends anyway. So congratulations. And that was just amazing accomplishment. And I'm so proud of you. And you are such a beautiful horseman. And you are so talented. And it is a pleasure to share this stage with you. Hey, Emma Jane, if somebody ever walks up to you and says, hey, Emma Jane, you sure are small. You're like little. You can say to them, yeah, not when I'm standing on my money.
So, Emma, we're just going to get your reaction from that. So, obviously, great of Julie Crone to take time out of her schedule to do that. And I don't think you're going to get to a record for total wins, but you got the money wins in terms of purse earnings. What that mean to hear from Julie?
You know, Julie has been a true supporter of mine right from the get-go.
Julie had to throw that one in.
The potential
I know. Oh, yeah.
This year, she's been messaging me, you know, relentlessly to show her support, and it's an absolute honor, as she said, to be able to share this record with her. This is to take a step back. This is to show how well the industry has come since she started. See, even before she started, to show what equality and sportsmanship is and what it means.
Congratulations. I don't know if you heard the grandstand giving you a huge round of applause when you came back. Well done, well deserved, and we can stop counting now.
No, we're still counting. I'm still going. And it's nonstop.
Emma, congratulations. Job well done. Emma Wilson, everybody. No female rider has won more money than she has so far. And guess what? She's still going in her career, and she's got a race coming up next. And we'll get you all set for that momentarily.
That's great. That was a great moment. And by the way, thank you to our great friends up at Woodbine for letting us bring that great moment, you know, to everybody. That was great to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's kind of ironic. I actually sent Emma a message the other day, which is showed. I showed her. I said, Julie Crone has been my idol. Anyone who knows, Julie Crone's been my idol for years. And I said, for anybody to break it, it's you, you know, which is really cool. So very cool. Very cool. So
awesome. But
yeah,
it is time to turn the page. Race 5.
Yes, Maryland 16th on the inner turf, claiming 25,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. And we got everybody in here,
turf, right?
Yes, this is the one that's on turf. Yep, everybody's still in. Yeah,
because it's inner.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just wanted to make sure.
No, absolutely.
Right.
No.
My apologies.
And yeah, and Emma can beat her own record in this race with a with a win. And and this is, and we'll give Tim. You'll take this race, my friend.
Sure, I'll go last. I'll take this one.
Awesome. Formula. Who? So you're doing fantastic so far, my good man. Who did you like in this one?
Yeah, I'll start throwing out a couple different value plays here. So this is. Did you say that we're still at 8.5 furlongs on this one?
Yep. Still
okay,
same
so this
distance.
one didn't change distance at all.
No changes. Nope.
One of the horses that I like here, and let me just do a quick alt tab over to check the odds. I like the 5 horse. It's at 12-1 right now. We're going 8.5 furlongs on turf. So closers are going to be a factor here. This is a horse that's finished in the money 5 out of the last 10 races. I've got him as a pretty deep closer here. Usually sits 3 tiers back. Closing power that I got in my numbers is a 4, which is pretty significant, pretty high in this race for a horse, especially that sits about where he does. And then also, if we're looking for more closers, I do like the 1 as well. Not as much as the 5 in terms of closing potential, but I like a lot of the other connections involved with this horse in terms of Etard and Husbands being the jockey here. Again, this is a horse 5 times in the money in the last 10, and you're getting value on him too. If I alt tab over again, 5-1. Morning line was 12-1, so we'll see if that moves back up a little bit. I wouldn't say those are like my top horses, but those are the ones that I want to keep an eye on in terms of underneath plays.
Right.
Maybe they are my top horses. I don't know. It's very spread, this race.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's the kind of the cool thing about Woodbine is that it's very hard to single. Exactly certain horses, and you know, they make.
I will say I usually spread it across like 4 formulas, and I try to, when I'm making my own decisions, figure out what they're all saying and see if there's like a consensus. And in this case, it's very spread out. I'm getting a lot of ambulance noise here, sorry. But the 5 gets a lot of love. The 10, I'm getting some love here too, but I've got the 10 as a pace setter in 8.5 furlongs on turf. I'm not sure I want a pace setter here. And then I do have, like I said, I got some love for the 1 and also the 9 a little bit as well.
Yeah.
But the 1 and the 5, I'll say those are my top 2. I'll leave it at that. And someone else can talk now.
Yeah, no worries. No, exactly. So in this race, I'm a little bit different here. I like the 9. Emma coming right back. I know she just had the emotional win, but she and the Stevie Cheer Cup do very well. This horse closed a ton last time late, and it just wasn't enough. But it was in a blanket finish, and I really like the way this horse took to the Woodbine inner turf, which is so. For all those that don't know, the box is the inner turf and the circle is the outer turf. And up here, for people who play Woodbine, just because you like the outer turf doesn't mean that you like the inner turf, or vice versa. And there are some horses that like this, and this horse seemed to really relish the inner turf last time. There's a lot of speed in this race, and she kind of sets up perfectly versus this group. So Dreams and Schemes is an interesting one from my friend Catherine Day Phillips. It'll be interesting to see. I don't think she'll go for the lead tonight. I think she'll be right there with Campos. 11-1 is just an interesting. There's a lot of interesting long shots in here. But I was 9 with the 9 with 8 with 3. I just think there's a lot of speed in here, and there's could be some bombs coming in. Let us know who you guys like out there. Kevin Plaucha, how are you, my man?
So
We're
pretty interesting. So Sean, this is one of my angles, right? Non-winners of 2. So we got to go back and we got to look at all of the races. Every one of these horses has only won 1 race. So let's take a look and see who's got the best race that they won, right? And as I looked across the board, there was one horse that won at the maiden special weight level, but hasn't done a lot since, and probably had the best maiden win, but that was the 6th. But I don't like the 6 at all, and I think is completely off form. So I am at the peril of my own angle. I'm going to throw that one out. But the next best win to me is the 9. And I landed also right back on Emma Jane. Third off a layoff. Best win was in maiden special weight company for the first 4 races, then went to maiden optional claimer and popped immediately, came back against winners, and has been competitive. But then first time on the inner turf seems to have woken up. And I think that she is definitely going to be a factor in here. I definitely agree that the 10 horse is going to be probably on the lead here, but I think can sustain. If you look at these last couple of races, the horse went from 7 furlongs to a mile and a 16th, and now is coming back at that distance. So I like that angle. The horse has been able to hold right there, was just beat in that last as the favorite to Inscrutable by a neck. So I think that speed, if you're looking in these races so far tonight, has been like right there or just getting beat like in the last race. So I think 10 can hold on for a piece here as well. And then the third horse that I liked in here was the 8 horse. I really like Campos getting up on this horse. This was a horse that that I thought, based on third off a layoff, has flashed early speed. But if you look at the turf races, I mean, this horse in 6 turf races has 2 seconds and a third. So 3 out of 6, 50% in the money. But this horse seems to do really well getting back on the inner turf. So when 1 mile to cut back to the 7 furlongs now is going to extend out a little bit. So and the interesting thing was they stalked a couple back, and then last race went out for the early lead and really kind of flashed some speed. So I think they're trying to build some speed and stamina in this horse. So I like to stretch out for the 8 to potentially get a piece here. So yeah. I was 9, 10, and 8 the way that I saw it.
Yep. Yeah.
And just to mention, I totally faded the 3 in here. Fading KK, go figure. But I don't like this horse at all. If you look at the races on the synthetic were good. You can go back and look at the first 2 turf races, but I'm just not sure that that the horse is going to be able to sustain here at a mile and a 16th. The best races seem to have been at a little bit shorter. So I don't like the 3 at all. I faded KK a couple of races ago early on before we came on the air, and that worked out for me. Finished out of the money.
Yeah.
On the favorite.
Yeah.
Uncle Sully, no Tyler. Tyler's in Saratoga.
Bobby D likes an exacta box 8, 9, 10. Uncle Sully's got an exacta box 1, 8, 9, 10. TM likes a $9 key with the 9 over the 3, 8, 10. Jackpot Jerry, thanks for joining us. Playing a 1, 6, 9 Woodbine 5.
So a lot of 8, 9, and 10 in here. And if you look up at the selections on the screen, I think we see a lot of that as well. Those people don't know to fade KK.
This is his. He will be. Tim will be very glad to know that this is his last weekend at Woodbine. He is heading to Del Mar.
And the other thing in a non-winners of 2, there was several of these that, like, the 2 horse just broke the maiden last out. The 3 horse broke a maiden only 2 times ago and has only faced winners 1 time. The 4 horse has a little bit more experience, but then you get down and it was like the 9 horse has a couple, but it was the 10 has a bunch, right? Broke a maiden quite a while ago. So a lot of these are just facing winners for the first time, and to go against non-winners of 2 against some of the more experienced horses, that was another reason that I didn't really like the 3 in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just giving you guys a report. I am in battery saver mode, so I might drop out, and then for the last 5 minutes get into this race, I might come back inside and we'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Good deal.
And for the record, of the horses that you spoke through that I really didn't have in my top 2, I do like the 9 the best out of those.
Yeah.
And I've got
9 looks really good on the
next.
track. I don't know if you saw the 9 on the track there, but looks really good.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some good deals here.
Yes.
There's some,
some great
this
values.
is like always at Woodbine.
It is. Yeah. I mean, as we just illustrated, okay, a $42 exacta with a 3-to-1 over a 5-to-1. I mean, with the whole public, like trying to Emma. I mean, come on,
So listen to this one. So the 9-10, which is actually the exacta I like, is the favorite exacta in here. The favorite exacta for a $2 wager, $28.50.
Yeah.
That's the favorite?
That's the lowest exacta.
Really?
Yeah.
The 3 isn't involved.
The 3 is not involved. If you took 9 and 3, it's 52. If you took 3 and 9, it's 39. That's like the second,
That's
the
outstanding.
second lowest. Three with the 9 is paying $40. 3 with the 10 is paying almost 47.
I feel like we have to say this every time, but it's worth repeating. Always look at the probables and exactas. Don't just look at what the
Always.
odds are, because you
Yeah.
never
Oh,
know.
so much. Yeah.
It's a different
Always.
story.
That's why I've got this table up right next to me, and I watch it constantly.
Yep, exactly. Make a habit out of that.
Sully's got an interesting question here.
I hope Hombre's listening right now. Maybe he can chime in the comments section. Maybe he can even give us a photograph. I don't know.
Yes. Exactly.
All right, I'm dropping out for a second. I'll see you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So we're 3 minutes to post. And yeah, I'm just going to take this down just for 1 second here, Tim.
Yeah.
Are we close to our selection, my friend?
Give me 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm finalizing a couple of things here. So
Okay, no worries, my friend. We allow that. And for anyone just joining, Emma Jane Wilson has just broken the record for most earnings by a female jockey in the world, beating Julie Crone's longtime record. Congratulations to her on a fabulous win for Roger Atfield and Fipke. And thank you to everybody for joining us tonight, as always, here on the Cocktail Lounge. We love having you guys. There we go. All right, we'll get just need the sound there. There he is. He's back.
I'm back.
He is back. Yep. So let me bring the screen back up here. Yep. So we're 2 minutes to go. Charlie, how are you? Garth likes the 6-3 here. Welcome, Garth. Charlie likes the exacta box, $2, 1, 2, 10, and a $1 key box, 7 with the 1, 2, 10. That's a new horse here, the 7. Let's check the Love Princess of Polly, Amanda Cameron and Ryan Munger.
I'm curious to hear what Garth likes about the 6, because I think we all passed on it.
You know, that was the one. That was the one. If you were listening, that I said had the best maiden win, and I was gonna. I didn't like what the horse had done, but that's one of my angles, and I really have been successful with that. We were talking about it on Monday Night Lights, but
yeah,
it's something I play a lot always, and this is the only horse that had a win at the maiden special weight level.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
So, Sean, I think we're ready.
Races, though.
We are ready. Okay.
I think we're ready.
Love it. Love it.
Oh.
All right. Here for the 5th race at Woodbine, we are going to play a $2 exacta key box. 9 with the 3, 8, 10. 9 with 3, 8, 10.
Love it.
That'll cost you $12.
Yep, love it.
6 up, 6 down.
Love it.
My horses are on the sideline for this one. I'll root for you guys anyway.
Yep, Tim will be very happy to know that this is KK's last weekend at Woodbine. He's heading to Del Mar for the summer. Yeah. So he's going to be very happy.
I saw he was headed to Del Mar to ride. So
yeah, he's done very well out there. The trainers really like him. So when you have John Sadler and Phil D'Amato both telling you to come back, I guess you really have to go. No, Rodney, we will not have Del Mar's. No, they do not give their signal, unfortunately.
Yeah, we only have privileges with a handful of tracks that are very kind to us.
The
We
Canadians
them
love us.
for it. Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's the key right there. That is the key.
There again, you have our wager. It's a $2 exacta key box, 913-810.
Yep.
And again, right now, the 3-9, listen to this. The 3-9 exacta is now the lowest paying, $34. $34 for the lowest paying exacta.
On a $2. Wow, that's impressive. Or is that a $1 exacta?
That's two.
That's two. They're all.
That's still pretty darn good.
I'll say.
Oh, let me get Robert's call here. Let me help.
Handy on the inside. Mason's Music lands with the box seat. And Brackhead is racing Handy on the outside, followed by Dreams and Schemes. A length behind them, Seattle Causeway written at the back towards the tail end of the field, with on the inside Foxy Diva from Moral Turpitude, and last High Treason. Racing away as I Have an Idea, and shot out to lead by almost 3 lengths to La Princesa Polly, joining Violento. 3 across the track, it's Brackhead going up on the outside to 4th from Dreams and Schemes. Back on the rails, Mason's Music still travelling pretty well. A length and a half behind them, Seattle Causeway taking closer order. And then Foxy Diva, Moral Turpitude, and last is High Treason. Up the backstretch with the lead, I Have an Idea, got away from them, leads by 4.5 to 5 lengths. In second, La Princesa Polly, Brackhead joining Violento, followed by
Or has an
Dreams and
idea.
Schemes. Waiting for a rails run is Mason's Music and Kazushi Kimura. A length behind them, Seattle Causeway from Foxy Diva, Moral Turpitude second last. And a 5-length gap to High Treason. The leader remains I Have an Idea, and trying to steal it here, Fraser Abley. It's I Have an Idea by 4.5. La Princesa Polly second from Violento, Dreams and Schemes, Brackhead. Mason's Music's traveled really well, but nowhere to go. Waiting for a run still. And Seattle Causeway round the outside as they corner. They're coming quickly after the leader. I Have an Idea, just 2 in front. La Princesa Polly in second. And on the inside, Violento. Mason's Music trying to thread a passage home, and down the outside coming on is Moral Turpitude. Moral Turpitude right down the outside, flying home is coming for Daisuke. I Have an Idea in front. Moral Turpitude on the outside.
What did I say about my angle?
Dreams and Schemes.
Yeah.
Moral Turpitude. Dreams and Schemes in the center. And back on the inside, I Have an Idea from Foxy
Angle,
Diva.
10 to 1.
At the time, 144.10.
Not unbelievable, huh? Your angle, that angle, Tim, is amazing.
I'm telling you, it's gold.
It is. Yep.
I'm gonna write that down. That's going into my spreadsheet
now. Formula. Who made this pick? Who made this pick? Right? Exactly.
Well, I mean,
right there.
I started by saying that who had the best maiden win.
I know.
And then I said, but I don't like the horse. And I'm like, I'm stupid. Okay. I'm just, for all the viewers at home, hit record right now. I'm a stupid horse player.
Love it. Tim, he put $2 on that 6. Love it.
Well
Love
done,
it.
TM. Good play. Good play.
By the way, from what a huge race by Dreams and Schemes, huh? She ran a big race too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Campos, Jose really knows this horse very well for Catherine. Catherine's one of my really good friends up there, and he really knows this horse. And with all that speed, 15 to 1 for him, that's a gift for her,
All right. I'm going back to playing my picks the way that I play them. And what did I say about Peyton? What did I say about Peyton KK? Nowhere to be found.
Yep.
Nowhere to be found.
KK is ready for Del Mar.
Wait.
Yeah.
Check the finish line camera. I think he's crossing now.
I think poor Emma maybe just got a little bit too tired there from the last,
And if we'd have played my best angle on top of the 3 horses that I mentioned that I liked on top of the 6, There you go, right there. That's what I was about to say.
Look at
Holy
that.
moly.
Oh,
We missed that.
man.
Kaboom.
Mike W. in the house. How are you?
Rodney,
Yeah.
did you hit that?
Oh.
Tell us in the chat if you hit that. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Guys, excuse me for a minute. After that, I need a drink.
Big one. I don't blame you. Wow. I had the 8 across as well. So that was
Did you?
for Catherine. Dreams and schemes. Yeah, those. But wow, what a race. And then the 6. Yeah, the 3. Rodney passed. Okay.
All right. Next time, Rodney.
Yeah, we got Mike W. in the house. What's up, buddy? From our man on the scene in Louisville.
That's right.
Look at this, 123 people so far tonight. Love it.
Building and growing.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Tim needs to go throw up for a second.
Fourth place finish.
Yeah.
There'll be a dead heat for fourth.
And a dead
The
heat.
winner
Wow,
is
look at
6
this.
miles
10
altitude.
to 1,
Second
over
is 8
15 to
Drinks and
1,
Schemes.
over
Third is
18 to
4,
1.
I Have an Idea.
Over,
And
wow.
a dead heat for fourth.
And a
between
dead heat
numbers
for
1,
fourth.
Foxy Diva, and 7, La Princesa Polly.
Wow.
6, 8, 4, dead heat 1, 7.
Excellent. Excellent. These have been fun races to watch at the end though. They've been,
Yeah.
Anybody. Yeah, no. Tim's it's amazing that angle, how he has done so well with that,
So we got to subtract 12 from the ticker now.
Yeah. Yep. But we're still doing good.
Still doing good. We figured out our first race.
Yeah. And we got the 6th race coming up here.
All right,
7 furlongs, not on the turf. Not on the turf.
I got to refill
Tim is
the drink and beat myself up a little bit.
Yeah, and he's 4 pounds lighter now. After 7 furlongs, not on the turf, claiming 25,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Formula and I are turning the page. Tim, you have to catch up with us in a couple of minutes. He may be on tape delay on turning that page. But we will get there.
We'll get
there. And and this complexion changes greatly with the race off the turf.
Yeah,
for sure. And let me see here who we got here with the. This is going to be These supers are going to be like huge.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice pool.
I tell you, Abley's really found a real home here at Woodbine. He's doing a really good job, Abley, from coming over from Assiniboia. Kid's got a real talent.
Indeed.
Doesn't always get the best mounts, but he's bringing them in on the board, and that's how you get better mounts.
Comment section, let us know if you hit on the 6 or anything with that. Jackpot Jerry.
Jackpot Jerry said boom on the 6.
He sees a boom.
416 for 20 cents trifecta. Wow. See, that's what Woodbine does, really. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I could have had the 6-8, but I would have never had the 4.
Yeah, no.
None of us would have.
No. And give for Abley credit. He went out and tried to steal it,
Mm-hmm. And that was a horse I did not expect to see that far on the lead.
No. And I'm sure the 10, when he saw him, said, "What are you doing? That's my spot on the front there. What are you doing?"
Confused the pack. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is an interesting race coming up. This is my race, right? So we'll start with Formula again. Formula. How did you see this race, my friend? After the changes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think I've got what I have as my top horse here, but there's no consensus. It's not a slam dunk top.
Okay.
And I even got to take a look at Like sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I'm locked in on this one as being the top play. Nothing like that right now. I'm gonna go with the
Look at the
3.
money, by the way. Look at the money that's left in the pick 5 and pick 6 pools. 126 bucks, 84 bucks. There are some people that are exactly wow.
Wowza. That's impressive. All right, so Royal Blush. I'll go with Royal Blush here.
Yeah.
I like the speed figures. I'm looking at pace. I'm trying to figure out pace. In terms of early speed, there's not a lot. If there is any, I feel like it might be Royal Blush. Also, I like the class of races that this horse has been in, finishing in the money 60% of the time. Last time I checked, we're actually getting a better number on that horse than I expected to see. What was it at? 5-1 last time I checked. Currently at 9-2. Still in that vicinity. So as my top play, I think that's a pretty good number there for that horse. Next up, I'm going one to the right. I'll go with Can't Back Off, the Drexler horse. 2 wins in 10 races. I've got this horse as having the best last race, so coming off a pretty strong performance in terms of the way that I rate them. Compared to the rest of the field, this is a horse that's going to have to be a little bit of a closer since a few tiers back. But then again, most of the horses here at best sit a couple tiers back. And then I'm going to go with what I thought was value at one point because Red Eleanor was 10-1. Got her as the best closer and 7 furlongs. Is that going to come into play? Perhaps. Doesn't sit too far back off the pace where most of these horses fit, but also has a little bit more of a charge down the back stretch there. So Red Eleanor is my third pick, the 8 horse. So 3, 4, and 8. What you guys got?
Like it, Tim?
Well, we're not too far off.
Okay.
I think the 4. I think you just saw in that race. You saw a precursor of what's going to happen here. If you look, there's no speed in this race. There's no speed here, and I think that the 4 horse does have the potential to show speed. And I think Abe Lee with his 5 pounds is going to get out front, not look back. Nobody's going to catch the 4. Can't back off. Won't back off.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, and here's the other thing. This horse last raced on the 30th of May. The horse has 3 works since then. And I want you to take a look at a couple of those, the 21 June 48, and then the Bullet workout on the 27th of June. I mean, this horse has speed. And I think in a race that's lacking front end speed, I really think the 4 can get out on the front end and just run away from everybody. A horse that I really like second in here is the 8 horse. I think the 8 is going to be one of many in here that wants to close. But this horse has, on the synthetic, out of 8 lifetimes has been either like first or never there, either off the board. So, but also seems to have been running at shorter distances. Does have if you look at the one time that the horse won when he broke his maiden, 7 furlongs, right? That's the only time he's been beyond the 6.5. So I think this horse is going to prefer the longer distance, and I like the 8 to get a piece. And then I was torn here between the 2 and the 3. I think the 2 is probably a little bit better. I like to move to Saheen from that guy that can't ride that rode him last time out. I like I had the 2 in third, but I could just as easily, I went back and forth between these 2 over and over. I could just as easily see the 3 there. So I'm going to go 4-8-2.
4-8-2. Okay. There you go. Like it.
You like the 4 to grab the speed, the early speed over the 3. That's interesting. There's a couple horses I could see that grab it. Like you said, I mean, we're all in agreement that there's no obvious play here, but to me, the 3 looks most likely. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I think it could be between the 3 and the 1.
I'll tell you why I say over the 3, because
go ahead.
When you see the 3 horse on the lead is in routes. Okay. So route speed is not sprint speed. It's not 6-7 furlong speed. Okay, so that's why I thought that the 4 was a bigger potential to show the speed in here, and plus we just saw Abley do that on a horse that you don't see it
Yeah, we
as
didn't
much
see it
either.
with.
So
Yep.
I definitely could see the 2 as well going out, but it's a similar type thing to where the 2 most of the times when you go down and you look at the ones where he's 1-1, they're on routes, they're on 2-turn routes.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Sean. You
All
heard
right,
what we said.
this race,
Comment
I'm
section,
betting,
load us up with
Yep,
information
this
on this
race-
race.
I'm betting 20 to win on the 6, Ashbury, because it's KK, and Tim did not. I mean, oh no, wrong. Oh, kidding. No, exactly. No. In this race, this was wide open. I when I did my notes for this race, it's interesting when these horses come back to these distances. It's very interesting. Tim, I was with both of you guys. I wasn't that far. The 3, love the 4, love the 8, Red Eleanor, Jeffrey Alderson. Has just been a journeyman. This horse is 1 for 1 at 7 furlongs, so definitely likes it. But who is going to be the speed, as Tim said? This is just going to be anybody's guess here, and definitely Abley is one who loves to go out. This is where you would love to have Sophie. Sophie's in this race. Who knows? She likes to go in the front, maybe with a 5. I mean, you never know. Is that? But
I could see that.
Yeah, but this is just an interesting. This is just a wide open. I put on the thing wide open. What form? You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, if you had one of those pace projectors, that it would be a huge big question mark as to who's in front, who's sitting off, where, what, and but I did like the 8 at 6 to 1. I thought that was the 4 definitely for Tim. I agree with Tim. The last time this horse ran against 25 non-winners or 2, it was claimed from Josie Carroll. It won with Patrick Husbands, so it has won at this. Now it's non-winners of 3, not non-winners of 2, but it has at least won at the $25,000 distance. Ran a very big race last time, second off the layoff. Probably needed the first one. The 3, Royal Blush. If you look at him, Rafael Hernandez, 2nd, 1st, 3rd, 4th, and the optional 40. It's just better. Like the horses that has been when he rides it. There's just riders up there that ride horses better. And Rafi rides this horse better, So this is it's a very interesting race because even you look at like KK's animal when he rode him in the 15,000, he came from out of the clouds and 2nd and 1st. So at least he's had success. I'm not using the 6, but I'm saying, but he's had success. So there's different, races. So this is a wide open race for me.
Yeah,
but I think.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think I have our bet.
Yeah, real quick, I was just going to add one thing that I noted when I was handicapping this race on the 8 horse. The 8 horse won first time out in a maiden optional claimer, and then went straight to stakes, then an optional claimer, and then at this level, 25 got another win, and then went back to optional claimers, and we're right back here to 25,000. So this horse definitely fits at this level, and I like the 8 a lot. For all of those reasons, but
yeah. Same.
Mike Casano, hello, sir. How? The pick in the 6th race, Spin Nation is going just a $2 exacta box. 3, 4, 8.
There we have it.
Finally, the weather. They got the last night, just like they got the storm from Mexico and everything, and the rain went directly up to them, and they just got absolutely pounded last night with rain.
Yeah, some friends in Houston that I've been talking with, Category 1 down there, and they were saying that they got power back, at least in their neighborhood, but there's still plenty of areas around, power lines down, still waiting for power to come back on. I tell you, those solar powered generators that he just bought, he said were a lifesaver.
Yeah.
So on our exacta probables right now, the most probable exacta is a 4-2 paying $18.40 for $2.
Wow. Not bad at all.
Which is pretty low compared to everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 2-4, if you turn it around, the 2 is actually the favorite. But if you turn that exacta around, it's actually paying $28.70. So $10 more for $2. So somebody just hammered a 4-2 exacta and made that the heaviest.
Wasn't us.
Or was it? No.
And this 2, I thought of using. I was going to do like a 2, 3, 4, 8, but that's that's using a lot of horses.
Yeah. With this bet here, looks like our most probable outcome if we win one of these is probably going to be in the 80 range.
Yeah.
Based on the probables we're seeing right now.
I'll tell you,
like $40 to a $1 bet here. Pretty strong.
I agree. I like the 8 a lot more than the selection handicappers right there on the screen because
yeah.
And we also like the 2 a lot less.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really think
Martin's definitely dropping. She's definitely dropping. That is Sully's going to $2 exacta box 2, 3. Yeah, let us know. Did anyone win any big races at Saratoga today? Anybody hit some good hits out there day 1?
All right, guys, I am going to drop out here. I'll be watching. I'll be chatting in the chat section here every once in a while, but it's great catching up with you.
Yeah, great, buddy. Always a pleasure, sir. Have a great weekend.
Yes. Have a good one.
All right, Sean.
Yeah. I know one person, what do you call it? I know one person who is glad she has no more mounts today, and that is Emma Jane Wilson.
She's just back taking it easy now, having a drink.
Yeah, she's having a nice celebration tonight, and then exactly. Absolutely. Rodney went 0 for 6 today. Oh, Mike Casano had the exact in the opener. That's great, Mike. Great way to start the meet. Undefeated. Good job, sir. And we got 6 minutes till Woodbine.
Lots of time. We're like way ahead.
Wow, TM hit the 11 horse at 44 to 1. Great job, TM. Oh, Charlie had a good hit in race 4 with the 4 horse at 7 to 2. Oh, 12 to win in place. Beautiful. Sully said I had the exact in the 3rd, and then I should have quit.
Story of my life, Uncle Sully.
Yeah, a story, and we know sadly all too well. Exactly. That's great. Thank you to everybody. Yeah, Mike was undefeated until race 3. Exactly. Thank you to everybody joining us tonight here on the Cocktail Lounge. Love having you. 4 looks good out there.
Yeah, this 4-2 exacta, it's pretty funny that, when you have the 2 being the favorite, but the favorite exacta is the 4-2. So somebody has hit that one a little bit harder because the 4-2 is 1910, while the 2-4 which is the more logical order based on odds, is 25.90.
Yeah. Yeah. Red Eleanor. Yeah, she looks good on the track.
Looks real good.
I can say this, right? My friend Tony Gallaro, who some people know out there, he had a wonderful, wonderful horse, and Jeffrey Alderson was the rider. And a lot of the American people don't know Jeffrey Alderson. He's been a journeyman for a while. He's a very good, solid rider. He's never like up on the big. You know what I'm saying? But exactly. But he can get a horse home for sure. At least the weather's gotten nice up there now, which is good. Look
John,
at the crowd.
You got any thoughts for any of the races on Saturday's Saratoga card?
Yeah, I will say this. I do have some in now that we're talking about Woodbine. Moira is going to be ultra talented this year, and I think she's going to be really tough to beat once she gets going. I don't know if this weekend she may need one. You know what I'm saying? But keep an eye on her as the year goes along. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to be one. She's going to stay down there. She's going to be one tough cookie.
I totally agree. But she hit a tough first race back.
Yep.
That's an incredible field, and I think Diddy is a clear standout in there.
Yes.
But I will tell you, everybody, if you're watching, don't snooze on Nisi Marie.
Yes. Yeah.
I think one thing that you're going to see is that the New York, which is the race that Didia won last out, Nisi Marie finished second to Didia in there and looked really good doing it. I think that race is going to come back better than the Just a Game. Most of these horses were in the Just a Game, but Didia is going to be tough in there, that's for sure. But I absolutely love Nisi Marie.
Yeah, no, she has a real chance here. I'm going to take this off just for a second here, my friends, just so I can get that stuff ready for us. But I couldn't agree more. I think Nisi Marie is definitely one you have to watch. Charles B. Hey, buddy, going with the 5 winning place at Woodbine, going to holiday with Amy on the improve. Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And do we have a third member joining us here? Is that what I see here? Look at this coming from the bullpen. Look at this. Ricardo's in the bullpen.
How are you, gentlemen, tonight?
You're bringing out the cash plays.
All right. I'm hoping to bring the value plays here, but appreciate you having me, Sean and Tim. And I just got off my work shift, so I'm hoping to pad my horse racing bankroll now. So
I love it. Love it.
I don't know if you got to see. Did you see the last race and the way we talked about it?
I caught some of it. I saw that Emma Jane Wilson broke the record. It was very classy, interview, and Woodbine with the video of everything. It was just really classy, well done by Woodbine. I thought too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
No. I was crying last race though because my non-winners of 2 angle that I have. I talked about a horse that had the best maiden win, and that horse won, and I didn't play him. And it was a huge payout.
Oh, I got to look back at that. It was a crazy last 20 minutes for me, but I'm glad to be here. And I see everybody's on the 2 horse here. I just thought that this horse would be pretty tough to beat. I didn't really catch your picks, guys, but what did you guys think of the 2?
Well, I tried to, I tried 3, 4, 8,
Yeah.
But the 2 is going to be close here.
Yep.
No doubt.
Everybody? Yeah. Cool.
I didn't like the drop, for her,
Yeah.
That's a little bit worrisome for that Vito to drop a horse.
The thing I'll be interested to see is if it plays out like we thought, to where Abley takes this 4 out and runs away from everybody.
We don't quite know. We don't quite know who's going to have the lead here or what people are doing.
There you go. I see the official play here. So good luck. We're boxing them, and they're off.
And they're off. Well, let me get Tim. Let me get this call here.
Nice.
Well, Abley's last.
And pushing for the lead up
Yeah,
the rails is
that's-
Addendum. Addendum has run
The
to the front.
one is in the
Racing
lead.
handy. Red
And
Eleanor,
the
Weehawken
two,
is in the
okay,
second,
this is
third, and
interesting.
about a length to Julie's Mist. Right
I need
behind
to
them
watch
is
that
on
start
the
again and
inside
see if
Royal
something
Blush, and
happened,
racing
because
three wide Holiday
eight
with Amy and
totally
Ashbury the
blew me
centre.
away.
About 3 away last of all
Or
has
the
come
fourth
back off.
being last.
Showing the way Addendum has the lead by a length to Weehawken goes to second, and neck away Red Eleanor handy in third from Holiday with Amy going up 3
I think
wide.
the 8 wins
Over on
now.
the inside mid-pack, Royal Blush. And in behind them, second or third last, is Julie's Mist, who's got back. And up the inside, threading through, has come back off. And in the centre, Ashbury. There's little change to the running order as they race off the turn. Addendum from Weehawken, Red Eleanor. Up the inside, coming through is Royal Blush to third. Around the outside, Holiday with Amy. A length behind them, Ashbury. Can't back off, is on the inside. And last as they turn and swishing the tail is Julie's Mist. And racing for home, it's still Addendum and Weehawken in front. Royal Blush just a length and a half away, and coming on is Ashbury down the centre. Top of the stretch, Addendum still in
This
front.
3 got a nice
Royal
trip.
Blush driving through in the centre.
Yeah.
And on the outside,
Look
Weehawken.
at the
Oh man, this
Royal
one
Blush
is making
going
the
to
bank.
leader is
Going.
Addendum. And Addendum.
Wow.
Addendum and
Wow.
Moreno by 2 lengths. In second, Royal Blush from Weehawken. And Addendum has got their measure. Addendum at a big price wins by 3 lengths.
Wow.
Royal Blush
Wow.
second, third placing.
Did not
to
see
Two,
that
Weehawken.
no
And Ashbury was
excuses for the
fourth.
2.
Red Eleanor
No.
behind
So
them,
here's the
and
thing.
time-
We said that there was no speed in here, and
1:23.74.
whoever went out on the lead was probably could
Yep.
potentially take the whole thing all the way around. But come on,
Yep.
the one
Right.
horse, give me a break.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all. Wow.
No, that was wow. Yeah, I didn't. That's why I did not use the 2. You know what I'm saying? I knew it
Yeah.
they would be involved, but I just didn't like Vito. When Vito drops that much, I don't like that sign for him. You know, because he's usually one that will keep them at a level if they, you know, so if he's dropping, you know. Mike W just hit that try.
Wow, that's gonna pay.
Omar Moreno, my boy. I love Omar Moreno. He rides
Congrats.
everything for me. He rides everything for my friend Michelle Love, and who does amazing. She's amazing in the money. She has like 14, 15 horses, but Omar rides like all of them, and he is awesome as the day is long.
Yeah, if you hit the try, it's going to pay because the exacta 1-3 pays 162 for 2.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice, Mike W.
I know.
Yeah,
Rick,
because that 2 getting
Rick-
second,
Rick-
yeah, 3 getting second really spiced it up.
yeah, great job, Mike. Yeah, no, the one hole is not cursed at Woodbine like Cinnaboya, Mike. No, you can win. You can win from the rail here.
So funny.
Well, what a ride by Omar.
Yeah, definitely.
Great job,
Very
Mike
aggressive.
W.
Yeah, I want to see this pay up.
Mike just hit that try 9 times, so he's calling Little Red Feather and buying 3 more horses for his wife. Yep, that's how Mike W operates in Louisville.
Oh, 7-2. Oh, 7-2 morning line. Okay, I think the horse went
Yeah.
off 9-2.
And look, as I said, which is interesting, the 3 every time Raphael rides this horse, the horse just runs better. You know, it's always in the money with this horse, and that's so key up there to see like what riders ride well with what horses. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Very cool.
And KK
Wow, that's
checked
great.
in for the super. Keith, Tim is very happy because our friend KK after this weekend is heading to Del Mar. So he's
okay.
he's
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't get on the same page
real
with him,
happy
right?
because he's not at Woodbine and I don't play Del Mar.
Oh, you don't play Del Mar. That's right. Yep. You'll be playing at the spa, Tim. That's right. Yep.
You know, I don't play Naira a lot because I just don't do well up there. So I will definitely be playing a little bit. I played a couple of races today, but my horses, I was telling the guys earlier, I was playing exactas like I usually do. And my horse was like, I'd have 2 horses. I'd have one in the exacta and one in like last place.
No.
It's hard to put it together. Yeah.
You know, I cannot get Naira. I just don't get it.
Yeah, Saturday's card, at Saratoga, as I did with my show, you really had to dig in. There was a lot of horses to kind of go through. And me and Colin, we talked about a lot of them. So we made up some good points, I thought.
And here's the thing, though. I watched your whole video. I watched the whole thing.
Wow.
And it's
dedicated, Tim.
For all 45 minutes of it. But no, and I agree with a couple of the opinions, and that's some of the same plays that I'm going to make on Saturday. But those are the kinds of plays and the same things that I saw for today, and they just don't. The angles and things that I see in the way that I play, for whatever reason, I just don't do well up there.
Huh.
Yeah,
Funny how that happens,
Tough game, yeah.
Now here's a great question.
So $1 trifecta paid $207. So
awesome.
Congratulations, Mike, if you had that.
Crazy, huh? Wow. Yeah. Now here's a great question. Ready for this one, Keith? Okay. You give Tim $100 bill, okay? And he has to bet it. He has no choice, right? Because it's not his money. They're giving it to him. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
He has to bet it. Okay? We have a 6 furlong match race, and it's KK versus Tyler Gaffilione. Which one is he putting the $100 on?
Ooh, that's a great question right there.
Is he the one making even through the race?
Knowing Tim, somehow there'll be like a dead heat or something, right? And he won't get paid out at that point.
Yeah, but they're a dead heat for second, and nobody wins.
Right. Exactly.
That's so funny.
Good job, Mike W. Nice job.
Awesome, man.
For 20 cents, that's amazing.
Yeah, great payout.
For anybody who doesn't know Mike W., this is amazing. The man has a $20 budget, right? He sticks to it, absolutely sticks to it, has some fun doing it, and that just made his night, as he just said, for the next two cocktail lounges. Great job, Mike. That's awesome.
Yeah, hats off. That's a great play right there.
You don't have to be a big player to have a good hit,
Yeah.
Not at all, and that's great.
All it takes is one. Yep.
Yep. We love it. Love to see that. That's the stuff right there. I mean, anyone can show, like on Twitter or anything, like they can show like a $500 ticket that paid, you know what I'm saying? But I could care less. The little play that wins is just as impressive to me as a big play that wins, I think they're awesome. So good job, Mike. Always, I say this to everybody, always play what you can do, what you can afford. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Do what you can do, what you can afford, what's good for you, and don't worry about anybody else. Do what's good for you.
Yeah, you got to play within, your strains. You can't be playing. I guess they say you can't be playing your life savings. And the basic life things you need. So got to separate it.
Exactly. So as Tim likes to say, let's turn the page.
Exactly.
7 furlongs in the 7th race here. Maiden optional claiming 49-2. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, sired that have raced 3 consecutive starts in the maiden category. And we'll bring up the thing here in a second here. Keith, have you had a chance to look at any of these races? I just didn't know if you...
Yeah, I actually I did look at this race because I planned on being on now. So thanks for having me. I'm actually I don't know if you want to give me. I'll give my analysis now.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm actually on the same horse that Elisa Blow's on. I saw her picks before.
Yeah.
And I like the 7 here. Actually, I thought the 7 was intriguing. This is a horse that's lightly raced, eligible to improve. Back-to-back 4th place finishes. I actually had the chance to watch the replay of the last race. Yeah. And I like the stretch out to 7 furlongs here. Now, this horse showed good speed in the second start of the career. and then kind of took a step back. Now the note says shadow, so I think maybe the horse saw a shadow in the beginning.
Yep.
And then kind of came on with good energy, I thought, at the end, kind of in between horses. If you watch the finish at the end of the race, was finished 4th place, so kind of was backpedaling and then finished 4th, so maybe still kind of figuring things out. And I just thought, I'm looking for a bigger effort 3rd time out. I was kind of thought that maybe the horse kind of figured it out a little bit, so hopefully kind of a little bit extra ground to work with. And I'm on the 7, and I didn't really look at anybody else. I'll try to get you other picks here, but 7 was going to be my main play in this race.
Yeah. Tim? Or is this Tim's race, so I should actually go. Or Keith, do you want to? Yeah. Zach, yeah. We'll give you the next race, Keith, because you're kind of coming.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll give Keith.
Yeah, thank you.
So I will go. Oh, hold on a second here. Let me bring the screen back up here. That may help, Sean. Don't mind me. Okay, here we go. Pull it back up here.
You notice I didn't say the horse's name because I'm not sure I butchered that name right there.
Zababo.
Zababo. There you go.
Zababo. Exactly. From my boy Kevin Nichols. Exactly. Yep. So it's here. Just so I'll go because it's Tim's race. So I will.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. And I am definitely on the 9. Kid Gizmo for Josie Carroll and the Dalloses and Sophia Vivas. I like this combo right now of Carroll, Vivas, and Dallos is on an absolute roll. I mean, just an absolute roll right now. These horses are running fantastic. KK jumps off. They get rid of KK, put Sophie on, gets the weight. I think that would be very important coming down the stretch. They're 25% together, Sophia and Josie. I just think her group is better than this group. I think she will really show a real strong kick down the stretch. I was 9-7-3.
Cool. And Keith, you just had the 7, nothing else.
I do have the 9 second. I was looking a little further. To Sean's points, this horse would have a good closing kick, I think, and kind of looks like the class. But I also thought the 5 was a little intriguing as well. So, but my picks are going to be 7, 9, 5 here.
Interesting. So the horse that I like the most in this entire race, you guys, nobody's even talked about the horse.
There you go.
All right. Well, gotta love it.
I like the 6, Silent Passion. So I'll
there you
tell
go.
you.
Okay. Yeah.
So the horse has had 3 races so far this year. And those races have been at 6 furlongs twice and then 6.5. The horse is getting better every time out, increasing speed figures, 33, 41, 52. And if you look at the speed figure in the last race, that 52, that beats anybody else in this race, their last race. So the 9 who currently is, if I'm correct, I'm just double checking. Yeah, the 9 who is still your favorite. So 2 back in a 6 furlong race had a 54. Okay, but that 52, and I think that the horse continues to improve, gets ably up. So last time out, got beaten by a nose, just by a nose. So almost won last time out. And this time goes from Moran, who is riding well, to Abley, who's riding better. So I love the 6 on top. And we're just going to take it, and we're just going to do a little shoddy exacta here, and we're going to go to the 9 next. So Kid Gizmo, you guys have both talked about it. So 3rd off a layoff, all the same things I just talked about. Gets Sophia up over KK, which is an upgrade in anybody's book. Anybody's an upgrade over KK.
I love it.
So
I know you're not going to bet them next week too.
And then I struggled between 2 horses for 3rd, so I like them underneath, and that was I like the 7 for everything you guys talked about, and Keith just mentioned the 5. The 5 has only had 1 race this year, was off since November, and then came back in June. That race is a little bit better than it looks. The horse kind of got pinched back at the beginning in that start, and
Yep.
you know, finished okay. You know, in a field of 9, finished 4th, but definitely needed that race. Is stretching out here a little bit, so I think that's a horse that could improve. The horse does have a couple of 7 furlongs. Neither one of them are horrible, but would need to improve to beat these. But so I ended up 6.957. So we'll watch them here and then see how they look when they take the track, and we'll figure out what we're betting. But before we decide, what's everybody like in the chat? Let me see what you like.
Let us know
Post
who you
your
like.
picks. Tell us what you're drinking, what you're smoking, what you're snorting, anything along those lines.
Wow. Going off the rails now.
It is the
He must
cocktail.
know, he must know Hombre's coming back soon.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
I don't see Todd, so nobody's doing mushrooms.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, we haven't talked about serial killers in a couple of months, so I wonder why,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's such a game changer. You could show all the video to, you know, I know you say shout out to all our friends there at Woodbine. And yeah, I was actually able to see you had the whole interview with Emma. I mean, that was amazing that you guys captured that all.
Yeah, no.
That was cool.
Yeah. And that was so funny. I was saying, Keith, which is funny. I even got a little bit emotional because I grew up as a kid with Julie Crone. She used to spend a half an hour every day with Rubiano, and I would watch her play Peekaboo, Where's the Baby with and Julie Colonial Affair and our friends at Centennial, and I grew up and Julie's been my idol. So it was kind of ironic that Emma Jane, who I absolutely adore, who's my favorite rider now, she and Junior, that she would get close to Julie's record, because I never wanted Julie's records to be broken. But if anyone is going to do it, it's that lady right there, because she's a fabulous jockey, but an even better human being, and couldn't be happier for her.
Absolutely.
So
and
gracious.
I could tell you were getting a little emotional, and that's why I said, let's turn the page and tried to jump in.
Because it's amazing when you. And I love only Julie would say, stand on your stack of money.
I love that. I laughed out loud when I heard that. That was great. What a great line. She was so gracious and just so friendly and open about everything. Yep.
But one of the greatest competitors I've ever met in my life. The only jockey ever I know at Saratoga to claim on her entry mate. Right when she came in third. Chris Antley came in first for a young Nick Zito. It was Condren and Scarnacchia, right? And Julie claimed foul on Chris Antley.
Wow.
For bumping, right? And I saw her coming back. I thought Nick Zito was going to have a heart attack, right? And Julie's coming back and saying, I would have won that race. She was going nuts, right, Zach? I said, what other competitor would claim on their own entry mate?
That's amazing. So competitive. Yeah.
But
she always had this great line. Yeah. She always said, I remember one interview I saw, she loved the outside post because the horse could just get right in. Hopefully no issues in the gate, just go right out and I'm going to gun this horse right out. She always said she liked the outside post.
Yep. So, she's fabulous.
Yeah, they actually named the horse by her, right? I thought I saw a horse in the Laurel.
Crone has won a couple of races down the Laurel. Yes.
Oh, yes. Saw Laurel. All right, good. I'm glad to hear won a couple of races.
Yeah.
I'll have to look this horse up. Cool. There's the picks. Yeah, there's Elisa.
Have a mixed bag here.
Now, you like the 6, Tim, who's a big overlay right now. Wow.
Yeah. And I'm actually surprised that I look up and see 3 people taking the 6 there in all of the selections, because I didn't think anybody was liking the 6. But I honestly, I like the 6 on top. I think the 6 has a real chance to win here. But this is
third choice in the Will Pays for the double.
Mike W. It's only July, but there's no Turfway yet. He keeps asking Tim when he's coming to Turfway. He's still trying to get to Saratoga. Exactly. Let's exactly Turfway's down the road. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I was messaging Sean today because I'm struggling to hook up my connections for Whitney weekend because it's like almost impossible. And you know, I've got a place, I've got all of that, a car, but the biggest problem is the flights. The flights to come out on Sunday like I want to do. I mean, the flights are basically full, or you're going to actually, I'm going to pay like an additional like 50% to get a flight later in the day.
Wow.
And I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do that. I'm
No, I
just
don't
not
blame-
going to.
blame-
I don't
no.
blame
It
you.
just doesn't make sense. So, you know, and I even looked at, you know, trying to get out Monday, and I could get out Monday, but I mean, the thing is now you add an extra day of a car, an extra day of a
Yes,
hotel,
yeah,
and it
right,
just
no,
like
yeah,
it
absolutely.
ends up being more money than paying the, you know, the additional flight money. And it just,
Right.
it like seriously adds like 50% to the cost of the entire weekend, which was not cheap to begin with. And I'm just like, you know, do I want to spend that much money to go to Saratoga for one weekend? No.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, no, I hear you. What some people do is that, which is weird, but they do it, is they take the train from from Saratoga down to JFK, and then they fly out that way. A lot of Mary Rufo does that a lot. She'll take she lives in Saratoga. She'll take the train down to New York and then fly out down there because there's more flights.
I was actually looking, Sean, at flying in and out of Boston and just driving up, and it's, you know, because I've got direct flights to Boston.
Yeah. Sean.
But it's just like it's just crazy. All the flights are crazy. So I mean,
so expensive.
if I do it, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Is I'm probably gonna fly up to Boston and back because I can get direct flights, and that makes it a little bit more.
Yeah. And
cheaper.
it's not that long a drive. It really is not. It really is not that long a drive.
So
it's like 3 hours.
It looked like about
3.5 hours. Yeah, it's doable. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 2.5, so not bad.
Yeah.
So if I make it, and I'm still not ruling it out 100%, but it's starting to look a little bit more.
Also, Tim, look into Hartford.
Do what you got to do. Yeah.
Look into Hartford. That's closer.
Is that
Not
right?
bad,
Look into Hartford. That's closer.
Yeah. The only thing about Hartford is I don't have direct, so the price probably goes back up to like flying in and out of Saratoga.
Yeah.
So that's why Boston is a little cheaper is because basically you know, because I've got direct flights there and back, so it doesn't cost near as much.
Oh, but yeah, no, and that's totally doable. But yeah. Uncle Sully says, "Riders up your Air Force. Just hop on an AC 130."
Yeah, where's the private jet, you know, that you bought from ASD winnings, right?
Yeah.
No,
it's tough. It's tough.
Wait a minute. Didn't Sherry DeVoe say there's a new private jet line from Lexington straight to Saratoga?
That's news to me. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. There's a private company directly from Lexington. I'll send it to you. Lexington to yeah.
I thought you were joking. That's cool.
Yeah.
No.
Just tell Cherie to pick me up.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Exactly.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. And like you said, it's like you add another day and then it's all this expenses to kind of double up the whole weekend.
I mean, because that weekend, it's just like the prices of everything is crazy anyway.
I actually had my hotel call me and say, like, because I got a wonderful price on because I did it. I don't know, I just got lucky. And they just wanted to make sure I was coming and everything because I think I got a pretty good deal. I look back, it's just so expensive that weekend, though.
Yeah, what they wanted to do was they wanted to sell your room for more.
Yeah, they actually wanted to make sure it was just me. That's what they were, because it was actually I got 2 beds originally, so then they actually switched me to another room, but I'm keeping the same price. I gotta believe them, I guess.
Yeah, that's why they want the 2-bedroom and they're giving you 1.
Yep, that's what they're doing. That's gonna be a fun time.
I was lucky. I was originally not coming up for the for the Whitney, but when Tim said he was coming up. I said, I got to make it. So I'm looking for hotels, and my good friend said, stay with us. So I said, okay, good. So there we go.
Oh, awesome.
Coming up.
Yeah, you should talk to Colin about maybe, I know he's got an Airbnb or something. Yeah.
So we got 4 minutes to go here.
All right, here we go. So I actually, on the side, the horse is now 3-1, but I'm playing the 7 just across. I'm doing a spin special here, 7 across.
Love it. Love it. Mike Castano, can't wait to see you, sir. Make sure you find us. This time, I missed Mike last time at the Belmont. Definitely want to see him.
All right, good, Charlie.
Nice. There you go. That's great, Charlie. That's a great thing.
Yeah, if you could be close to the track, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I mean, you could stay. There's options to stay actually like 20 minutes outside Saratoga too, to kind of. It's still going to be pretty pricey though.
I've looked at all of that. Even I've tried staying all the way down to Albany and everything. But the problem, Keith, isn't the room. The problem is getting the flight out on Sunday.
Yeah.
Everybody, I guess, wants to fly out on Whitney weekend. Everybody wants to fly out on Sunday. So I mean, to get a flight that's not like 6 o'clock in the morning, I got to add like 50% of my airfare cost, and I'm just not going to do that.
People also forget, which is so true. People forget, and this is really true, is that Albany is the capital of New York, right?
Yeah.
People forget, like everyone thinks New York City is like the capital of everything. Albany is the capital of New York. So on Sunday night, there are a lot of government officials that are flying out to where they're supposed to be going and everything. So that also is why Sunday is a very popular day of flyouts, All
right, gentlemen. I think I heard them.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
All right, we're still in good shape here. We're only about $9 down, $8.80 if we're being exact. So we've only got 2 races left. So I think we should basically swing for the fences here. So we're going to play a couple of different plays in here. We're going to go big. We're going to go big or go home, and we're not going home. So we are going to play a $5 exacta box, 6 and 9.
Yeah.
And then we're going to play a $2 trifecta, that same 6-9 with 6-9 with 5 and 7. So total cost is only going to be about $18. That's going to give us a $5 exacta box and a $2 trifecta, and we're going to hit them both.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, because you could double up this way. Exactly.
Yep.
We hit this, we're in good shape, because the 6-9 is currently paying $51.50, and even the 9-6 is paying $28.40. So we hit both of these, and remember, that's for $2, and we would have 5.
Yeah, these are actually all the horses that we talked about, so this is good.
Yeah, exactly. This is great.
Like
Rick Johnson is 9-7 all.
All right, good. You don't want to do the El Hombre special where you do one horse and then the second for the try you do all, and then you just do another horse for third.
Oh, he can't stand that.
I've actually done that in Tour de Force.
Yeah. You cannot stand that, which is hysterical. Let's get
Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Up on the thing.
So let's see.
Let's bring it home for the children, for the kids.
Let's do it. Yeah, I think with the Emma Jane Wilson thing, they're probably just a few minutes behind, but this is good for me because I was a little later on the show, so this is good.
Yeah.
We're 0 minutes to post, and we're loading up. We're good.
By Daisy Crest, 7 furlongs to check.
There's Keve.
Really good support.
That's Jason Hoyt.
Gizmo, a very short price, 8-5. So you're getting
they're actually right on time.
6 Silent Passion, 7-2, 9-2 Zibibo as they move along. Going into gate number 4 is Firebolt. Liam's Awesome has gone up. And now it is the turn of Hasselmeer for Cheyenne Kerr to follow.
Mike Casano's got a 3, 5, 6, 7 try box.
Double on our program.
Good.
Good luck, Mike.
Off our week here
nice,
tonight.
leaving the favorite out. Good luck, Mike.
Coming up.
Chuck him out.
Have the
As
mighty
Dave
year, the
says.
Belade,
That's
and the
funny.
Victoria Stakes this weekend.
Chuck.
Joining the line is
Can't
Silent
leave out
Passion.
Sophia. Come on.
Yeah,
So we didn't talk about this one
Eight
horse
to
too. This is
7.
interesting.
And La Gricia.
All right.
will
Tell you,
follow
this
for
one
Luis
horse is probably
Contreras,
going to
so
try
the
to
field
gun
going
for
in
the
well.
lead.
La Gricia moves up. And to the outside will be Sofia Vives with Kid Gizmo, the favorite,
Sophia.
at a very short price.
Vives.
3 to 2. Stand by for a stop. Moves in.
Lock.
Leonard locked up.
All right, here we go.
On their way. And a very nice break for Kid
break of the
Gizmo
night.
from the outside. Steps in front of Zibibo. Away okay, La Gricia.
Ooh.
And as they settle into stride, up the inside, going through his Firebolt to take the lead. Hasselmeer's got back to mid-pack, and on the inside, Liam's Awesome, then Silent
One didn't
Passion,
break it all.
and Aria's Quest, and Daisy Crest,
No,
the
I thought the
center.
one would go
Showing
for
the
the
way is
lead.
La Grigia
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the
Yeah, I had
outside.
the one
Here
on
we
the
go
lead.
La Grigia getting away by a length and a quarter.
Zibo
On
right
the
there.
inside, second is Firebolt. Zibibo is third, and now
Zibibo.
Liam's Awesome is coming up on the inside in fourth to mid-pack with Hasselmeer. A length
Somebody's
behind them,
screaming
looking
for the
room.
winner.
Silent Passion.
Wow.
La Grigia going out nicely in front. From the back, Aria's Quest nudging up to join the pack, and second last on the outside.
Got a little quick.
Kid Gizmo got right back, and last of all is Daisy
Yeah,
Crest.
23 and 1,
flat
that's
the first
quick.
fraction. La Grigia.
Come on with my
racing out in
6.
front nicely by
Come
a
on,
length
6.
to Zibibo.
Come
Firebolt
on,
the
6.
inside, taking off is Hasselmeer right around the outside with a wet sail, and Hasselmeer and Zibibo
Let's
going
hit
to hit
this.
the front, taking
Come
over
on,
and
Avery.
running now. Here's Kid Gizmo. Really with an electrifying
Here
run.
comes
He's come from
Sophia.
last position right around
Look
the
at
outside.
Sophia.
Look at
There
this.
goes Sophia
This is gonna be a
Vives.
great
Sophia
finish.
is flying.
Come on,
Kid Gizmo
69.
right around the outside.
Come on,
takes over.
69. Come
Silent
on,
Let's
Passion
go.
running on and down the
Let's
outside.
go,
Aria's
Avery.
Quest
Come
is
on,
the rails.
6.
Liam's Awesome. It's Kid Gizmo
Get up,
in front.
Abley.
Down the outside, Aria's Quest,
Oh,
a
here's this
challenger.
one.
Is trying to come on.
One.
Kid Gizmo still finding plenty. Kid Gizmo, this has been a great, momentous run. And Kid Gizmo going on to win. Kid
Wow,
Gizmo
3
2.5
saved all the
lengths.
ground.
Liam's Awesome second. Third on the outside, Aria's Quest, and a long gap.
No.
Silent Passion was fourth. 124.61 the time.
Boy, she was just, you could see her motor in there. She had a
Oh, yeah.
Cadillac there. Everyone else was a Dodge, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was stuck in neutral with my 7 there. Yeah.
No, he got caught there. I thought Tim Six was going to run a big
Me
race.
I
too.
did too. I mean, Abley was right behind the 9 as they hit the top of the stretch, and I thought he was going
Yeah.
to run, but he had no horse.
No,
Yep,
no. Had him right there. Yeah. Sophia Vives.
I know.
She's getting good, man. She is getting good.
It's going to be a good try still.
Yeah, she's
9.3
fearless.
pays 9.3 pays $21.90 for $2 on the exact.
The winner is 9. Kid
Oh.
Gizmo. Second is 3.
The
Liam's
Jet
Awesome.
comes
Third
in
one,
second.
Aria's Quest.
Number 3.
6. Silent
Jason
Passion is
Hoyt.
run fourth. First quarter was 23 flat. The half
Barbados'
mile 46
finest.
2. 3/4 112. Time 124.61. The numbers again are 9, 3, 1, 6.
9, 3, and 1.
All right.
But this is what Keith, we were saying this earlier. This is what makes Woodbine so tough. Even if you love the 9, right? You know what I'm saying? To get the second horse in back of him is just not a gimme. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's and
Right.
it's not. It's amazing up there. Even favorites aren't a lock. You know what I'm saying? You know?
No, not at all. Yeah, we've seen it so many times, right? I mean, you've
Yeah.
seen it just like favorites that just like could be even money like this, just
Yeah.
not get it done. Yeah.
I mean, this
That's impressive,
group,
though.
This group of Sophia, Josie, and Dalos. I mean, they are just on fire.
Crazy. Wow.
3 ladies: Colleen, Josie, and Grandma. That would be a Grandma Philly play right there.
That's amazing.
Bobby had 8, 2, 6, 7. Is that for the next race, Bobby? Is that for the next race coming up, or was that for this race? But yeah, but Kid Gizmo, Sophia wins again. But we're gonna win the last race, though. We're gonna finish on a big note. We're gonna come back with a vengeance.
We got the cash plays coming in.
Yes, we do. The last play, save it for the last play. Exactly. Yeah.
Great win by Kid Gizmo from last to first, came flying around the outside. Great ride by Sofia Vives for Josie Carroll as they team up with Ivan Delos. This is a 3-year-old dark layer brown filly. She is by Mies Gizmo from
Let's see
his
if
collection,
Colleen's
and the
there.
4th lifetime start is a winner.
That's
She's also had a
Ivan
third, so
Dallas's daughter.
popular
Colleen
winner
does
too.
all the
And another success tonight for
does
Sofia
all
Vives.
their bookkeeping and everything. Kid Gizmo.
See these payouts here. Wow.
Sophia, a winner earlier on Mo Twilight for Mark Cassie, now for Josie Carroll. The official prices. Let's take a look. I do see $4 even, so an even money favorite in Gizmo. Nice return.
Cool.
Very good. Very good. But we're going to win the last race going away here. So no fears. Eighth race, 6.5 furlongs, claiming 7,500. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races that are 3-year-olds.
Interesting race, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I'll take this off for a second. Keith, is there any horses this weekend that you are excited to see?
Yeah, I talked about, just some horses on my show I thought that really could run well at prices. I handicapped for my show. I'm trying to get price plays in the money. And so I handicapped a lot of them even before the morning lines came out. I was worried about one horse that would kind of be in my handicapping chalk for my show, but he ended up being 6-1 morning line. I got to see the exact race, but it's Reynolds Channel. I thought this horse had a big look. For Bill Mott, I think we're getting a blinkers off angle there for 25% with that angle, and then just hopefully get the horse to kind of relax. Horse faded a little quicker the last 2 races, but I like the efforts with the blinkers off originally. Those races before with Saez, I thought they were very competitive. So I actually said that was going to be my best price play bet of the day. If that's such a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got such a stacked card with the Diana. Did you guys, I have a pick of the 3 in the Diana. I was looking at that, the Kitten's Joy horse there, but what'd you guys like in the Diana?
Well, I'm rooting for Moira, but I don't know if she'll be quite ready, versus that, but I will make this bold prediction. By the middle of the year, no one will be beating her. I think once she gets her full thing going, I think she's going to be really tough because they finally learned what distance she needs, the minimum distance she needs, and she does not like soft turf at all. So I'm saying, so they now know what she likes, what she doesn't like, and I think she'll be tough accordingly.
So I don't think that honestly, I don't think anybody's beaten Diddy in there.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Diddy is the top pick. And I really, when I go back and look at that race, I'm telling you, the thing about Didia that you've got to watch in that race is that Jose really didn't hit her. When you go back and watch that last race, I'm telling you, he asked her for a little bit and she just exploded. And I'm telling you that this horse, she's for real, and I expect her to handle this field pretty handily. The thing is, if you go back and look at the New York, she only beat Nisi Marie by 1.5 lengths. I think that's your exacta again. I know Colin talked about this on your show, and unfortunately, I hate when Colin and I are on the same horse.
I think it's a good pick, though. Yeah.
And honestly, I don't. I just like to say that and give him a little bit of trouble. But Nisi Marie, I love Nisi Marie in here, and I think that you're going to see that those two come in again, and you're going to see that the New York was a much better race than the Just a Game. Chad can have 5 in here, but the Just a Game was not as good as these others. And you look at Nisi Marie, who finished second to Didia. The time before that, she beat White Beam, and you go back and you look and I mean, this is a serious horse, and she's only third off a layoff and improving. And I really think that this is a horse that when you go back and look at her, I will tell you the one thing about her, first of all, I don't think Nisi Marie, honestly, is a win candidate. And here's a stat for you. Robert Reed, stakes races in New York, he's 0 for his last 28.
Right.
Wow.
0 for 28.
Crazy.
So I don't like Nisi Marie on top, but I love Nisi Marie underneath. So that's a horse I am not going to exclude. So I think that the horse has to be there. And here's another one. When you look at all of the Chads and everything, I think the most underrated Chad in here is Coppice. Coppice is a horse that when you look a couple back, I mean, finished second to Chili Flag and just got nipped at the wire at Churchill Downs. In that last race, I'm telling you, here's the thing about the form. The form says outkicked. Coppice was not outkicked. Go back and watch that race. Coppice was in the stretch behind a wall of horses and had nothing. And then basically, as soon as Coppice had a little bit of room, was able to move. But that horse was not outkicked. That horse just had no path. So I think when you look at Chili Flag and Mission of Joy and all these other horses that were in the Just a Game, Coppice was, I think Coppice was the best horse in that field. I really do. So I'm kind of giving away. I'm putting out a video in the morning, so I'm kind of giving away.
You're getting a sneak peek here, folks.
Yeah. But little sneak peek there. But those are the horses that I'm really on. But I'm telling you right now, mark it down. Didia, when you're looking at horizontals, Didia is a single. Single Didia. Don't worry about anything else. Didia is a single.
Wow, you're not worried about Chili Flag or the defending champion White Beam, and it's going to be a competitive field.
Listen, White Beam, go back again. Go back and watch the Just a Game. Even though White Beam finished second in that race, White Beam got the perfect trip, absolutely perfect trip, and couldn't do anything with it. Finished second.
How about our friend Carl Spackler tomorrow? Does he?
Oh yeah, I saw.
Does he rebound from his disappointing effort, or does he?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I like Northern Invader. They're priced in there for Sherry. I think I know that's IRAD, so Tim's not going to. But what I'm saying, but I think that horse could bounce back. If I think that horse could run a better race.
Which race is that, Sean?
That's the
race 2. Yeah,
race 2. I think Northern Invader with Jose. It's Jose. I mean Jose Ortiz. I think that horse could run
Nation is IRAD, right? Yeah.
But I think Northern Invader could run he likes Saratoga, you know. But, Rodney says it's Applebee's race to lose, which you can never really argue with that.
And you know, Rodney, the horse I have on top, I'll just tell you right now, Mysterious Night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If
I will say this,
if Charlie Appleby cannot bring Buick over, which he didn't, putting Flavien Prat on, these two together, listen to this stat. They're out of their last 5 races, they're 4 out of 5, 80%. How do you go against that?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
It's crazy. Wow. I didn't even know that. All right.
Yeah. Interesting though. Now this is interesting. I'd love to see this stat, right? Horses that are that Charlie Appleby has had that are out of Miss-A-Wish versus horses that are not out of Miss-A-Wish. You know, like everyone, like all the Miss-A-Wish horses have been winning right and left. If they're not out of him, they have not been winning. So I just think that's an interesting kind of angle to emulate. They haven't been doing as well, you know, not being out of Miss-A-Wish. I'm just saying all his animals are all winning over here, and then the rest of them have been struggling a bit. So I just thought that was an interesting.
Very.
I think he's the best horse to beat, and I think he is the horse to beat. But I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, totally agree with you, Rodney. Putting Pratt up, yeah. I'm telling you, Pratt is very underestimated as a turf rider in North America, and
he's hot right now too.
In my opinion, North American jockeys, we talk a lot about guys like Irad and how good he is, and he is. I get it, but if you're talking about turf races, Flavien Prat's the best turf rider in North America.
Yeah, and for everybody who didn't know, at Saratoga, there's a farm right down the road from Saratoga, Okay, and Godolphin bought it, right? And they have put all their horses down on that farm, right down from Saratoga. And Charlie Appleby has been over here a lot more, getting those horses, including this one, ready. So they're not just coming over from Europe; they've been here, which is a big thing. And I think that's going to be a big plus.
No, you're absolutely right. So everybody talks about Charlie Appleby as being in, shipping horses over and everything. Charlie Appleby is starting this year to bring over a stable and base them and run them in North America.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Usually you're just shipping every single time.
Yeah, no, they're all Master of the Seas is at Saratoga. They're all on that one farm right down the street from Saratoga. So this is a big. The Sheik just wants to dominate American turf racing, and he's brought them all over here to do just that at Saratoga. So that's going to be interesting.
Absolutely.
Let's see if Repo Rocks can get in that race.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you always got to watch out. By the way, you got to watch out in race 4. I know he's 7-5. My boy Illuminaire, Centennial Farms, trying to win 2 in a row.
That's it.
It's got IRAD back aboard him, so we got to hope he runs a big one.
Definitely.
Yeah, City of Light, baby, very talented. But back to our friends here at Woodbine. We have 15 minutes to go. My nieces should bet more gelato because wherever they go to Europe, they always love gelato. So they should bet more gelato.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the Sanford Stakes? Keith, do you have any thoughts on the Sanford Stakes?
I don't think I actually featured it on my show, so I got to look a little bit more. I was actually just kind of digging in on the races that I featured, but I'm going to pull up the field. I definitely looked at it. Did you have any strong opinion in it?
I thought it was an interesting race for sure.
Yeah.
What race is it? Race 9 or 10? What is it there?
I think it's 10. No, 10 is the Diana.
That's right. What race is the Sanford?
Let's see. I thought it was. I'm actually pulling it up right now for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, race 9.
Oh, race 11. Yes, race 11.
11. That's right.
Yeah, Menti's going to be very tough. Johnny V, obviously. The City of Light animal.
Here it is.
For Rapoli, very impressive. For sure. I think he's going to be very tough to beat. 3 Echoes. I mean, Pratt, Asmussen, going to be right there. Studley Do-Right couldn't have looked better that day at Saratoga, where he just came around that field and just passed. That last stretch move was impressive. He just flew down that last. That was a very impressive turn of foot by Studley Do-Right. I would not throw that horse out at all. I know some people hesitate with riders, but he looked fantastic. So I think Studley Do-Right is I think the one's going to be tough, but I think Studley Do-Right's going to be right there again.
Yeah, I mean, I see those. I see actually don't have the morning lines in front of me, but the Pratt horse was interesting to me a little bit. 3 Echoes for Asmussen.
Yeah, 4 to 1.
This horse was interesting.
4 to 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that horse kind of would be maybe my top pick. I know that has a little bit of gait issues, though. It looks like bumped at the start. And then, the last race, I remember this race kind of, stayed on for a big piece. Yeah, 3rd place. So kind of showed a little bit of a new dimension there. And got the 3rd start of the career here. So these are, obviously the young ones. So I thought this horse could be eligible to approve.
And of course, my advice: just bet any Oscar Performance Baby anywhere.
There was when I did the Indiana show with Wolf of Oaklawn.
Yeah,
I actually bet against the Oscar Performance Baby, and he beat me.
No!
There was coffee something.
Yep.
Coffee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I singled the 4 in that race, and the horse came in 3rd.
Oh.
So it was tough. Yeah, I should have just included that 9. Yeah.
And for anyone that was wondering, Endlessly came out of his race absolutely fine.
Oh, good.
He needed the race. And as Umberto said, those fractions were so slow, he wasn't closing into anything. But he will be back. He's doing just fine. His partner in crime, his brother, Trickery, ran a game huge race, and Graham Motion and Maggie and all those great people down there. The other Ammerman baby, as they like to say, he ran huge. So,
Yeah, I picked one of Graham Motion's horses. His barn is really heating up right now. So
it
I
is
took
really
notice
very
of that.
much so. Yeah. But Trickery ran it, and they still don't think he's gotten to the end of him. You know what I'm saying? So Trickery is going to be a really good horse. Endlessly will be too. He'll be back. Yeah, exactly. And Tim's
sorry,
back.
Rodney.
See?
Hey, so I'm going to say one thing. I gave away my picks in one. I've got a thought in the Sanford, and I'm just going to say this. The horse that everybody is in love with is not winning that race and won't hit the board. So just you'll have to see my picks.
Okay.
All right.
Got
sure you get a couple of comments or two on that.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. That's cool.
Yeah.
This was an interesting last race, I thought.
Yeah. All the crowd has gone home. But you know what's cool? You know what's cool about this, which is really cool for them? They do the entire Thursday afternoon card in the day. Because Toronto is right on the border of the Western. It's literally light now until 9:30. So they can actually do the Thursday night program in the day, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rodney, to bring that
Yeah.
up. I had the exacta too, but I was just as crushed as you were. I thought they were going to run one too.
Yeah, it's a good betting
we do
board.
not have Emma Jane in the last race. So
Wow. She's already done enough today, right? Yeah.
Yes, she has. Yeah, she's already at home or somewhere having fun. Exactly. So here we go. So this is this Keith's race? Oh, this will be Keith's race.
Oh, you put me on the spot. All right, cool.
Yeah, there you go. Tim, who are your picks here, my man?
Who are my picks? Give me 1 second.
Okay, I can go. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah. No, I'm exactly with Jeff, Brait, and Doug here. I love the 5, Lady G for Paul LaPlane and Amanda Vandersmarsh. I think this is right where this horse belongs. Raining gets much better. I mean, Sarah's Dancer and Mason's Music, who we saw earlier. I mean, that's just much better quality horses. I think interesting. She doesn't have the bug anymore, so she must have. For this race, maybe she lost it, but I thought that was a very interesting thing. But I was 5. I obviously with the 8 being a scratch was a huge scratch in this race. But the horse I really did like. Excuse me, the 5 was my second choice. The 11 Smiles for David and KK was my first choice here. This horse last time, if you watch this race, this horse flew. I mean, literally flew for 4th. And last time, 2nd. KK, 3rd time for Edwin Knight. These guys are 25% together when he rides for Edwin Knight. He likes to get this guy a win. He was one of the first people to ride KK when he was up there. So I 11, 5, 6. I'm not very formful, but I
yeah. Good points. If you're not ready, Tim, I could. I know it's my race, but
no, sure. I'm ready here. I was just getting everything together. So here's the thing. What are the conditions of this race, Sean?
Claiming 7,500 and non-winners of never won 2 races. Oh,
Ding,
so he's
ding,
got to
ding,
look
ding,
back.
ding.
Yeah, he's got to
Riders
look
up,
back.
angle.
We have a winner.
We have the riders up angle. So
Yes.
here you go. The horse in this race that has the best win in their initial win in this race is the 9.
The
The
9.
9
Yeah.
horse. The
Nice.
9 horse started out in a maiden optional claimer, finished second, then went to 2 stakes races. Sean, the Muskoka and the Victoria Queen. So finished second in both of those as a maiden.
Yeah.
Okay. And then comes back to maiden optional claiming 40,000 and gets a win. So in the first 5 races, 4 races, 3 seconds and a first. So much the best by far. So this year came back, layoff since December, came back in that first race at 5 furlongs on the turf and finished a good 4th, closing up to finish second, as your 3-1 favorite. And then all of a sudden comes back here and is 4-1 and not really getting the look. And I think that this horse is being overlooked in here. So the 9 to me has the angle. Okay.
Yeah.
The 6 horse in here, Smoking Chloe, is a horse that I don't think you can ignore. Has another one that has been doing really well. It is probably going to like 6.5 furlongs much better than that last race where she went at a mile and a 16th. If you look at the races before that, 6 and 6.5, much closer to the win and right there. So there you go. So 9 and 6. And then in third, I had the 5 horse. Campos. Sean already talked about this one. Many of the same reasons. And I would put KK in the 11. We're fading him to 4th to finish out of the money.
Okay.
So there you go. 6,
Wow,
9, 6, 9 with the 5 and then the 11.
Yeah.
Or
Wow,
9,
we really
6,
see
9,
the-
6.
We
9,
got
6.
we got a celebrity. We got Grandma in the house. Hi,
How
Grandma.
you doing, Grandma?
Hope all's well. You just missed a Philly, owner and trainer and a combo at Woodbine, winning impressively. So we thought of you, So I had mentioned Grandma when I saw that. I said, I hope Grandma sees that. Carolina Moon, exacta box 6-9, trifecta 6-9 with 1-6-9-10 with 1-6-9-10. Charlie, $5 to win a place in the 5. And 9-2. Yeah, right there, Lady G. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Carolina.
drop is a big drop for the 5. Wow.
Yeah.
I like Carolina Moon's play, except I'd be really afraid to leave that 5th at least out of the 3rd.
Yeah.
The 5 horse at least out of a 3rd place finish.
Interesting. I don't understand though, which is interesting. This is interesting that Amanda doesn't have the weight. That's
Maybe just not anymore, I guess. Yeah.
I guess she must either won exactly, and she's now a regular rider. Yeah, but she didn't have the weight. Interesting. She's still doing darn good though. I mean, 9 out of 23 in the money. That's up there. That's darn good. She's the one. I love her. She's just steadily improving every day, learning to be, which is great.
Who's that, Sean?
Amanda Vandersmerch.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like Sophie's stolen the headlines, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But she's slowly becoming just a solid rider, day by day by day. She doesn't get the mounts that Sophie does, But the 10's got a little thing here. Yeah. I'm just gonna take this off just for 1 second, my friend.
Yeah.
So we got 2 minutes here.
I know we got to put this in.
Let us know when you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. I know we got some money to play with here, so let's see.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have some fun with this one.
Yeah. What do we got?
All right. I think let's see. I'm just going to put this final touches on this bet here. I think we're going to be all set here in a second. No, so yeah, I'll just give my opinion real quick. I was actually Tim. It's so funny. I really like the 9 also. I just thought that it was interesting that that horse was put in that spot, and then just a couple of runner-up finishes as the favorite, but and now getting bet. So I thought the 9 was a big player, and I thought the 6 also. Just based on that race 2 back. I mean that race would just kind of bury this field. I feel like. Thought it was interesting. The 1's taking a lot of money on the rail, but I didn't really look at this one. I know consistent form at this level, but I just I'm gonna try to pass on that 1.
Yeah, Kurt Johnson.
Right.
Yeah, no, very, very solid. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna actually try to narrow this down here. All right, we got a little time. Let's see. All right,
Grandma, you always do what you have to do, my friend. We just love having your support as always. You come in anytime.
Much appreciated, Grandma.
Yeah. Sully's always looking out for you.
All right, I think I have my pick. We got to put it in. So, yep.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna do a big play here at the gate. We're gonna do an exacta. We're gonna go 6-9 in the first spot, and then 5-6-9 in the second spot for a $10 base. So that's gonna be a $40 play.
Love it.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
On the spot.
6-9, you said?
Yeah, 6-9 over 5-6-9
Going up next
for $10 exacta, $40 play.
And Hasgate 5 for Jose Campos.
Right.
And that's an exacta.
Yeah, exacta. So we got those covered. Trying to fade the 11. 11 finished really strong last race, but
don't forget Woodbine Mohawk Park.
I was trying to beat from the outside post. So
Bobby D's got 5-6 with 9-11.
Smoke and Chloe.
Good luck, Bobby.
All right, so we got
Johnson's got 9-1-5-6 over 11, 9-11 all, and 11-9.
Straight up to the gate.
Watch the 5 win now, but what can you do? All right, guys, got it in.
Rick Johnson got 5-6 with 9.
Good luck.
And the 1 back smiles for David as Kazushi Kimura will embark on the Del Mar meet coming up in Southern California after this.
Right, here we go. We covered it.
This is KK's last ride, folks.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Off their race.
Celebrate.
And a very good start for Rookie Cork. Came out on top, away well.
5 broke pretty poor.
And showing up near the inside, Castleton burning through to the front with more gelato as they take over. And right behind them in the center is Practical Gizmo. Heading up on the inside quickly is Lady XI. Smoke and Chloe's in the center. And last, that's it. That's all. The pace is pretty keen. And on the inside, Castleton from more gelato. 3 wide Rookie Court.
Pretty compact field.
And Chloe and Handy Lady XI on the inside.
I don't really like where the 5 is. Let's see. All right, here we go.
At the back, smiles for David and up the rails in a bunched affair. That's it. That's all. They run as a clump of horses
have to
at
get
the
this
turn
9
into
out.
the final bend.
He's going to run right up the rail.
Yeah.
The way on the inside
10.
is Castleton. Up on
Come
the
on, 9.
outside, Rookie
Right up the
Court's
rail.
running big races. Joined for the lead.
Where's this?
Away in third.
Nice
Lady
phone,
XI trimming up the margin. And over in the center, trying to make some ground. Smoke and Chloe running.
Nice.
That's it.
Come on,
that's
6.
all.
Comes our
back
9
on
and
the
6.
Here
Come
comes
on.
the 5.
As they corner, that's it. That's all.
Come on, here we go.
Riders up angle. Come on, 9.
Castleton's got a squeak of the lead on the
Come on, here we
outside,
go.
coming
Get this
after
5
them
for a
down the center
second.
of the track,
Come on,
still
9.
Rookie Court, and that's it. That's all. Wearing them down.
Ah.
That's it. That's all. Rangers
Riders
out.
up
Oh
angle.
my
On the inside,
gosh.
fighting on is Castleton.
How about this
Castleton,
one?
and that's it. That's all. Castleton really
Crazy.
fought for this
Wow.
one and held off. That's it.
Wow.
That's
Good
all the
form.
length of the stretch.
Good form at that level.
That angle, Tim, is amazing.
And then smiles for David.
That angle's amazing.
Really ran well.
More gelato, 118.12.
Yeah.
Damn, I looked at that one briefly. Yep.
Hey, Sean, look at the board there. Look at who the favorite is now.
Yeah, the 9.
Yeah.
Tim's,
They heard you.
Yeah. Tim's moving the needle.
Quarter and 23, a half a mile, 46.
Moving the
That was a
needle.
tough one, though. Tough result right there.
Let me tell you right now, okay? If you run that race 10 times, there's 6 different outcomes. I'm telling you right now. There's 6 different outcomes, you know?
Yeah, we were right about the 11. I mean, we had some things right there.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, 5 was third. So I mean, we had the second and third place
Lady
finisher.
XI 195 a photo.
She did
Rodney,
exacta key box all, right?
Right,
Yeah,
Rodney,
Jeffrey's coming close. Jeffrey's coming close. He just can't seem to get wins right now. You know.
Yeah.
He'll hit the board so many times, but he just can't seem right now to get that win. You know.
Yeah.
But he'll put your horse in contention. He'll get it. You know.
Ooh, I have some news for you guys.
What's
Looks
that?
like I don't know if that one was covered in the pick 6. Look at the will pays. It's like really low. I think it might be 5 out of 6.
Whoa, pick 6 can't. Okay, one thing, Keith, you got to know about the pick 6 in Canada. It's all played by America. The Canadians do not play it's just not a rate. It's just not a bet they get excited about really at all. Woodbine put it in for the Americans, so it's kind of funny. It doesn't get hit as much as often down here because you know.
Yeah, that is a great angle, Rodney. I agree.
Wow, Castleton got bet down to 7-1.
I know.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But look at the 9 from 10-1 to 5-2, and I'm telling you that, and the favorite.
That's my top pick.
And I would when I told you guys about the 9 and my angle, I would have never thought that horse would be the favorite. You know, there were 3 horses that I thought would be favored over the 9. But I'm telling you that angle, and I hesitate to say this because I do so well with it and normally win on price horses, but at Keeneland, that angle I scored so many times on horses.
Yeah.
You're in a great second. Then
That's a great angle with results. Yeah.
Today, a very hard fought win. Congratulations to Roy Agostino. The owners born to run.
Roy,
everybody's stealing it.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Unfortunately, Keith, I was looking at the card Saturday.
Oh yeah,
Saratoga. There's not a single non-winners of 2.
That's it. That's
oh, you did my work already, Tim.
Oh, I'm always looking for that.
Oh, thank you for watching the show. I know we ended up talking about other kind of price horses too. We kind of, we talk about more horses in the field more than just our picks. So,
yeah, but Keith, you need to ditch your guess because you're.
So my mojo and karma is ruined, right? Yeah, that's it.
Yes, it's ruined exactly.
That's funny.
That was a great. No, you were all around that one, Keith.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, look at that. Yeah, we faded the 11. Yep.
Yeah, I think KK's ready to go and win some races out there. You can tell his mind's already out in California.
I think he won a big race at Santa Anita last year, right?
They love him out there. He's going to do just fine. He did great when he went out there this winter. He can win. The thing about KK, I know he drives Tim crazy up in Woodbine, but is that he gives you like 80% of the time he gives you a really solid ride. You know what I'm saying? But he'll always try right down to the line. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I mean, no rider's perfect. I mean, that's why I'm saying 80% because no rider is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But except Ryan Moore.
Final race winner.
But everybody, so
$16.
Hey, but Sean, on a serious note, let me say this. KK is an amazing rider, and he's frustrated me a little bit because he gets on horses and he takes a lot of money at Woodbine, and at least has in the past. And his horses, when I've backed them, like a lot of others, and no jockey is going to win above like a 25% clip, and that means they're losing 3/4 of the time. So, but look, one thing I will say about him and about every other jockey is we joke a lot, and I like to make fun about a lot of these guys. But on a personal level, I don't ever take it there. No. He's a great guy. And I like to make fun, but I wish him nothing but the best out at Del Mar, and I just hope he does really well out there.
Yeah, no, exactly. And now
definitely.
Tim, hold on a second, okay? My boy Illuminaire is running in the race 4
I do.
right, on Saratoga, non-winners of 2. So non-winners of 2. So does that mean, right, that I think his race would be right if you just quickly look at race 2, I think a Luminaire would be. I know I'm 7-5, so let's not. And I'm not giving a bomb away here, but I'm saying I think under your theory, he fits right in with your.
Oh,
with
there
your
he is.
theory.
Yeah.
He definitely does, Sean. And I just pulled up the PPs because I've already handicapped the entire Saturday card, and I would just tell you this: I have a Luminaire first,
Yeah,
and I have Classic Legacy and Junior Alvarado second,
excellent.
based on the angle. And I
Yeah.
think those two have the best maiden wins. And when you look at it. There's a couple of others that are close, but those are the two that I ended up on. And this is, especially when it comes to the angle, this is a really tough field, and most of these horses are all right there. But
Yeah, they're all right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a spoiler as to a horse that I think could be a part that could potentially even win, even though I just told you I don't have this horse first or second, but I've got him third. And that is a Goo, the 7.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for this is Whit.
Keys and Beckman. Yeah.
This is Whit Beckman. And who was a Goo working with earlier in the year?
Oh, what's his name?
Whit Beckman. Come on.
Oh yeah. Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're Honor Marie.
Honor Marie. Honor Marie.
Right.
And Agu was working with Honor Marie, and I'm telling you, Agu was giving Honor Marie everything that he could handle. When they were working out. This is a horse that I looked at. This horse has not run since May. Look for this horse to give a good showing that day. So but definitely. But Sean, to your point, I totally agree, and I love a Luminaire in that race.
Yeah. They interesting stat too. A lot about for him in his first race. Irad, if you remember, right, hurt himself the day before he got thrown on the turf.
Yeah.
And they weren't even going to know if they would. Remember, I wrote in the thing. I said I don't even know if Irad's going to be able to ride him. So that was the first mount of the day for Irad. Irad limped out of the ice box. Into the paddock and rode him, and happened to win 3 races that day, so which is amazing. But I'm saying, but he happened to limp off. You know what I'm saying? So I think Irad's legs will be a little bit better today. So hopefully, Yeah.
And Irad's on another one that I was really looking at in that race. Who was it? So Irad is on which one? Let me find him.
Let's see.
Oh, he's on the Pletcher horse. No. Which one? Which race?
He's on a Luminaire. Yeah.
He's on a Luminaire.
He's on a Luminaire. So it was something else I was thinking about. But anyway, when I was comparing all these horses, they're really close. But here's the thing: when I do the angle, remember, it's like the best win. So if the maiden special weights, which most of these won at, if most of them were at that level, I mean, who won earlier? Well, a Luminaire won first out.
Right.
That race that a Luminaire won first out was as good as anybody else, and nobody else was able to do it first out.
Right. Yeah.
So to me, that is why a Luminaire has the best race in there.
And he beat a horse, what do you call it? Tom Morley's horse, who he is so excited about. That's the one. Is a character.
It's a Miracle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another horse that's really good, and it's a Miracle.
How do you spell that, Tim? How do you spell that?
It's ITZA. Yeah. And then the Miracle is MIRRAKLE.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I just saw a Luminaire was purchased for $500,000. Wow.
Yes, he was.
Sale.
Yep.
Wow, that's a big purchase.
They've been very high on him since day one. I mean, obviously but I'm saying, but they've been very, very high on him.
Yeah, but here's the thing that doesn't always show, because the 6 in that race, Vinco, is $1,500,000 horse.
Right.
Oh, man.
That to me is not near as good, and that's Dallas Stewart. And get this, Sean, guess who's up? Tyler Gaffleon.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm on a couple of Dallas Stewart horses, actually. Me and Colin had a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I love the names. Like, you know, like with my friend says to me, he says, "Oh, what a huge race by Chikari." I said, "You mean trickery?" He goes, "No, it's Chikari." I said, "No, it's trickery." Right? It looks like it's Chikari, but it's trickery. They're fooling you.
And who's that?
Oh yeah, they
who's
do that with the
trick-
names.
Don, who's that trickery, sire?
Yeah, Oscar performance.
Oh,
Tim and I got to spend what 15, 20. And Tim knows I'm biased on some things, but Tim will admit he's a stunner, isn't he?
He's a stud.
Oh, awesome! You saw.
And he showed up for us when
He did.
we actually took a tour, and then when we went back, Sean and Carson and I got to go back, and we went back up to see Oscar again, and I mean he was like showing off for us.
Yeah, they're putting on a show for you.
He was in between meetings.
And right as we were there was a trailer pulling up, and they're like, Oscar's got to go to work.
Yeah, you gotta go to work. Gotta get some more grade 1 winners now. Exactly.
That's it. Off to a tremendous start.
He is.
Exactly. So
let me tell you what, that horse is worth his stud fee and so much more.
Yeah.
And what is the stud fee? It's probably low, right?
30,000
now.
30,000.
Wow.
It was 35,000 last year, and they raised it, but they only raised it to 30,000 because they didn't want to, you know, I guess they didn't want to discourage anyone.
Yeah.
But that is like the bargain of bargains in sires right now, because that horse, I don't care who your mare is, you breed to Oscar, he'll run on the moon.
Yeah, right.
He'll run on any sort of
run on anything.
On the moon.
Even
Talk about a versatile sire.
Even Brian Lynch said that he's baffled by these mudders. You know what I mean? Oscar wouldn't go near mud. He'd be like, "No, I'm done. I'm not going even near that stuff." But somehow his babies are loving it, and they're thrilled. So
that's amazing.
All right, guys.
All right. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Everybody have a great weekend in Saratoga. Have a great weekend at whatever you're doing.
Enjoy the summer.
Hey, Emma Jane.
At Monday Night Live.
Congratulations. Yeah.
And next week on Thursday, back here, and hopefully for the return of El Hombre. Have a great night.